go.
Hello, everybody, and look who I have.
Hello.
Look who
How's
I have.
everybody doing?
Let's see. We got the fabulous Fiber Spider and the wonderful, fabulous Miss Spring.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you.
Full of the je ne sais quoi.
Right?
I left my qua somewhere in Cincinnati.
As long as you didn't leave your craw.
Je ne sais quoi?
No, cock-a-doodle-doo craw.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Je
my
ne sais, je ne sais. Je ne sais pas.
Hello, Bonnie, and hello, Lorraine. Hello,
Hope
Deborah.
everybody's doing great
Hello,
today.
Jeremy. Hello, Kevin.
Kevin!
Hello, Panda.
Panda! Does that mean Michael's in the house too?
He will be. Hello, Mimi.
Hello.
Hello, Turtle. Hello, Jen. Cecilia. Dazzling Crochet. I don't think I missed anybody. So far, I think we're good. Hello, Linda and Vicky and Karen.
I'm getting flashbacks to the Magic Garden and the Magic Mirror. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's Romper Room.
Romper Room, where they would hold up the magic mirror, and it was like a mirror with no glass in it, and they would hold it up to the screen like, oh, I see you, and I see you, and I see you. And of course, they would never say my name, you know.
But it's a sporty thing.
You know, they would have Ezekiel and Bethesda and like all these names, but they would never say mine, you know.
Hello, Lisa and Vivian.
Nancy, too old to care.
Petra.
Hello, everyone.
Vicky and Robin and Ellen and Linda. We have a full packed house today. Too old to care and Michelle and Raylene.
Jen. Hello, Jen.
Hope everybody's doing great today.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, see, this is what happens when you have royalty. You have Spring and Fiber Spider, the royalty of the court.
It's him. It's him.
So we've got the Queen and the Queen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I bow to the Queen.
Oh, please.
I'll take the jester. I'm the court jester.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I didn't say nothing, peoples. He said it. I didn't say nothing.
That's right. That's
Hello,
right.
Samantha and Tracy.
Self-deprecation is totally acceptable in my book. You know, I do it often.
Right?
Justina, I got your address, and as soon as I get the weight of the box and the price for shipping, I will let you know. And I will have that will be in the mail on Monday.
Yay.
All right, everyone, let's go down to the pool. Let's get soaked and wet. Okay, I'm not going to the pool, but I'll go to my hot tub.
That sounds like a good plan.
I wish.
That sounds like a great plan. Yes.
When we had our bathroom remodeled, my mom got rid of the tub, and now it's just like a walk-in shower. I miss the tub.
Yes.
I want to have a Calgon moment. Take me away, Calgon. You know? I'm dating myself here. I realize that. I'm totally dating myself. But, you know, it's like Calgon, Mr. Bubble, whomever, you know.
Sell it. It's okay.
You know, but it's like, you know, get out the candles, you know, bath bombs. Bath bombs, never, you know, I never was a user of such, but, you know.
Jeremy, I always say whatever I say.
Jesters were usually the highest paid, yes, and that's because their lives were in constant danger.
Yeah, but when you're this gorgeous and pretty, you have no worries.
You know,
Oh,
you had
yes.
to be full of wit and antics, and if you did not amuse, you were the first one to end up in the oubliette.
Well, off with my head.
Off with your head.
Well, no,
No.
an oubliette is worse.
Lorraine, yes, we do have a hot tub. Hello, Sherry.
Hello,
And
hello,
the other,
hello.
so we have two Sherrys.
So tomorrow night, are there going to be like, half a dozen kiddies, around the hot tub with margaritas, chit-chatting about their week?
No.
Darling, refill, darling.
The hot tub is for adults only. No children allowed.
Oh, okay.
No furry friends.
No children at all. You must be 18 or older to enter.
Yes, Michelle. Michelle says, Craig, I remember when Calgon was a laundry soap.
Well, but then it was a bad thing, But I mean, I do also remember, Madge, I soaked in it. Palm olive hand dish soap, Yeah, it's so soft. Even your hands will thank you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I
Wow.
used to be a serious TV junkie. Just started the new tutorial, just video smock weave blanket. Love the way it looks. Premiere puzzle. Ooh, that's going to be dazzling. I mean, I like using solid colorways for a lot of different projects. Yo, how's my man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I like using solid colors when I want the the design of the stitching to do more of the talking than the colorway. But hey, you do you. You do you, boo. That's why I always say use what works best for you. I just go based on my own personal preferences, but that sounds neat. So, Michael, you still working on that big old blankie?
It's done. It's behind me.
Oh, wait, then what'd you just have in your lap?
Oh, I was putting it's another blanket. It's one of my first blankets that I did. And I just roll it up and that's my
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
my arm rest.
I thought it looked like the one that you were working with, the Christmas colors. I'm like, how did you
No.
get up on the wall that fast? I mean, what kind of presto changeo magic you working?
Right.
Now, Craig, you cannot point out where Panda sits.
Craig's like,
Oh my goodness.
Be good. Be good.
It is all good. Let me kind of woo. I settled into my easy chair.
right?
Silly.
Hi, sweetums. Yes, you heard Dad talk, didn't you? We're live.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Good to
everybody.
see you, Robin and and everybody.
Hello, Diana.
Yes. Thank
Who
you,
has a
Lorraine.
package at their front door?
Me? No.
I don't know.
No.
All I heard is Kevin say, "Hey, did you know that there was a package at the front door?" It's like, there
Ooh.
is.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Could it be yarn?
Too early in the evening.
I wonder. Could it be Satan? No, it's yarn.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Same
May the
thing.
power of Chanel, what was it? The power of Christ, compel. May the power of Chanel compel you. May the
Yeah.
power of Karen compel you.
That would be Karen Simply Soft.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
We'll use all three names for that one.
Well, it is the Holy Trinity, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's shiny, it's bright, it's soft.
I
Put a
tell
little
you,
bit
Russ,
of red.
that yarn that you sent me, oh my God, it's soft.
Uh-oh, which
yeah.
one?
It's the Hirschner's Afghan yarn 2-ply fine weight. Sorry, 2-weight. It's the fine yarn. That is so soft.
It
Ooh.
really is soft.
Shawl wrap.
It's a little bit splitty, but I can totally overlook that because considering it's an acrylic, oh, it is ridiculously soft. You would swear that it's like something else.
I have a mess ton in the bottom of the closet that I originally was going to do planet themed shawls.
I remember you talking about that.
But other ideas came up with it. I'm still going to do that, but other ideas. Like I saw this, like somebody mentioned like a Clint Eastwood type poncho.
Ooh, that sounds neat.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds neat. Oh, you know what? God, what's the word I'm looking for? A Ruana.
Yeah, Ron.
I'm still working on the Rwanda down
Like a
here.
Ruana, or basically a rectangular blanket with a
Hole
head
in,
opening. A what?
Mm-hmm.
a hole in the middle.
Yeah, basically just it's like
Yeah.
a hole in the middle. Don't traumatize the baby.
All I heard was a hole in the middle.
Uh,
This
is the
isn't the
gutter
after. This isn't the after dark session.
right? Is the gutter your forwarding address, Russ?
Still early. Still early.
It's still way early.
Oh
Way
my
early.
god.
Oh, that was fun though.
I
That
wrote
night.
this.
It's never too early to fill in a hole or a gap.
Uh, I woke up
Oh.
this morning and it said, It's Raining Yarn was live 55 minutes ago. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What time is it? Please.
Yeah, we were up late.
Early?
Late, early, it's subjective.
Just like, oh my gosh.
Well,
Right.
at my job, I'm known as like the quintessential freak show night owl. Like everybody's like, wait a minute, 1 to 5 is not an early shift. I'm like, yes, it is when you wake up at
Right.
2.
Right. Right.
Right. They
You
just
know, like they don't get it.
they don't
You
get
know.
it.
So I try to explain to them. I'm like, okay, when do you normally wake up? And they're like, oh, around like 8 or 9. I'm like, okay, imagine that you have to be at work at that hour,
Yeah.
which means that you then have to get ready X number of hours, ready before that, which means that, if you only do that twice a month, your
Right.
body can't acclimate to that. So it's like tomorrow, I have an early shift from 1 to 5. Now, for me, that's like,
That's early
yeah, thank you.
for
Thank
us,
you.
you
Yeah,
know?
right. Yeah. For the
Yeah.
circadian rhythmically challenged, you know, um, yeah, that's early, like because I my shifts are at 5, so for me to be in at 1, I'm like,
Sandy, is she said it's 2:22 a.m. there.
That's
no,
peak time for
it's
me.
happy hour somewhere, sometime.
Right?
Yeah. She's, yeah. At what? Serbia, I think. Yeah. I think it was Serbia.
Is it which one was that Dazzle? Yes, she's in
Serbia.
Hello,
yeah.
Chris.
I don't know why I'm getting like I was getting tongue tied, but I was getting tongue tied before I even spoke.
Brain tide.
Yeah.
I call it mental flatulence. Craig, do
There
you
you go.
ever opt to stay up all night instead of trying to wake up early? Yes, actually, I have, and it does not go very well. Um, where I decide, I'll make the college try, and I'll get into bed, and I'll do a little reading to get myself into that lulled kind of false
Right.
sense of, I'm going to do this, and turn out the light. I toss, I toss, for like 2, 3 hours. And then finally I'm like, ah! you
Right.
know, I'll give up the ghost, and then I will get my coffee going, and I will just trundle through. I go through my shift, and I get punchy.
Mm,
And my
delirious.
and my coworkers are like, are you okay? Like, are you on something? Or did you hit the eggnog early? Or, like
High on life.
I get very, very punchy. And yeah, it's not a good scene. And then when I get home, I crash like the Hindenburg. And then I'm out for several hours, and then I wake up, and then I'm up until 7 in the morning again.
Right.
You know,
Mm.
And when you wake up, you're like, what day is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it night? Is it
Where am
day?
I?
Which day is it? Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
am I?
And that this happens every other week for me. But
Oh,
on the plus side, Christmas and New Year's are on days that I'm like normally working, so I'll have like those days off. So
yay.
yay. You
I'm
know, it
Hi,
was
actually
every-
have to work 2 weeks this month.
That's nice for you.
yeah. Hi, everybody that came in.
smallest violin playing just for you, Russ. You poor dear. Oh,
Well, I was actually shooting for just working 1 week this month
But it
and
didn't
taking
work.
the rest of December off. But my boss said, "Nope."
Nah. I love that end of the year, the last day before you're off until the new year, and you're like, okay, see you next year. And it takes them a
oh,
moment.
yeah. And they're like, huh? And they're
Huh?
like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it takes them a moment. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Happens every year at work, and where it's just sort of like this har kind of thing.
right, right.
Louise is in the UK, and it's 1:25 a.m. there.
Oh my goodness. It's not even 8:30 here at night.
Eight
Now,
twenty-six.
I
Yeah,
think
we
Kevin
stayed up.
earlier.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just say Kevin said earlier he heard y'all talking before his alarm even went off this morning.
Oh my, yeah. We're sitting there like after the live ended, we were chitting chatting for a few minutes, and then I could hear something, and I was like, "Is that Kevin awake?" Yeah, he just woke up. We've been out that long.
I
I'm
gotta
sorry,
go.
Kevin.
It
Wow.
happens. It happens.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
Well, I
Six
mean,
twenty
texting
six.
like Russ and I, it's like till like 6 in the morning, you know,
Right, right.
easy.
well, because we're up all night long.
Indeed. So I heard two jokes that are really bad, but they're safe, for the channel. They're not inappropriate, sorry. Um, but one of them my coworker told me he loves bad jokes. How does a cat like his steak?
No, no.
Oh my god.
I
Is that
didn't say
like
it
one of
was
those
good.
dad jokes?
Yeah, you would
Right.
swear he's got a child somewhere, but no, he just loves really bad jokes,
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
and then, you know, oh, the other one I heard on YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are like potato chips. You
Yeah,
watch one, you watch another one, and then before you know it, 3 hours goes by, and you're still in bed wondering what happened.
right.
Um, the other one that I heard was, why are chickens funny?
Because
Good, good, you got it. I told my mom that, and she's like, "You suck." Just you suck. Because I'm always trying to find jokes for my niece. She's 10 years old and she loves witty little jokes, and of course they're always pretty bad. But for 10, she's very astute. So I thought that would be a safe one to tell her. She might even get it. You got
Hmm.
it. You're good.
hello, Lisa. Hello,
Nisi.
Melanie. Roseanne.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hi
Free-handedly.
everyone.
Um,
Yes, Tony.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The fur babies want their attention.
Oh,
Mm.
she's an attention hog, I tell you.
Oh,
Sugar.
did you see pandas? He's like, I got one for you. Why don't they play poker in the UK? Question mark. Because they don't have any queens. That's a little dark, you know.
It's acceptable. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh, hey VJ.
Howdy,
Hello,
howdy, howdy.
Sarah.
What did I do?
Um, oh my
Mm.
goodness, honey.
Ugh.
My fur babies are asleep on my bed. I wish mine would go to sleep.
Mine are out there snoring, hanging out.
No, Russ. Yours are like, it's time to party. It's time to make our little cameo.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Not a cameo, a cameo.
Ow.
Um, I think she's just wanting to go yarn shopping.
Or show her rear end on the camera again.
Mhm.
She loves to flash.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the cats meow.
They big girl. They loves you.
Well, I thought it was no, it was the cow jumped over the moon. The cat played the fiddle, but it's like no, the cat shows the moon. You know, he cat does the mooning
Mm-hmm.
in this case.
Yeah, Kevin goes for a job interview on Tuesday.
Oh, good luck.
I hope it goes well.
I hope it goes
Yes.
well too, because
Rachel.
most of the year he's only working 32 hours a week.
Mm. Rachel. Hello.
Hey, Rachel.
Do-do-do.
Oh
I
yeah,
do.
we were. Did she tell you that we were talking about you last night?
I heard. Hey, KK.
We're counting down to Friday.
Oh, yeah. Counting down to Friday, huh?
What's happening Friday?
Is it Friday? Are we doing it Friday or Saturday? I don't remember now.
I don't know. Rachel, when are you guys doing it?
Oh,
Uh
wow.
oh.
Okay. I guess
Well, we're doing a live with
Mm-hmm.
Rachel and Spring
Mm-hmm.
and whoever else wants to join in the fun. But I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday.
Well, I was going to
Uh,
say today is Friday.
No, next Friday.
this,
I'm like,
yeah.
where's Rod Serling?
because you're picking her up Friday, right?
Yeah, her birthday's Sunday, so I don't know. No, I'm picking her up. Yeah, Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be live with me Thursday night. And come on, get out of the way. Thank you. Yeah, she'll be live with me Thursday night, so I don't know whether it's Friday or Saturday. She
Yeah, because
says
Thursday I'll be at work.
right. She says, LOL, I think we're talking about the live next week.
Yes. But what day?
Yeah, Rachel. What day? Which day?
Come on, Rachel. Come on. Speak up.
Friday or Saturday? Make up your mind.
If you want both days, we'll do both days. I don't care.
I've been on here for 3 days in a row.
Uh-huh.
See, all right. Now, Russ, I know that like, oh, hello.
And there's the other CEO that you guys have not seen much yet. That's
That's
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Hi,
Yeah, that's
Jen.
my pretty girl.
I thought I was your pretty girl.
I thought those pictures
But
of you in leg
I didn't
warmers were
think
CGI.
but I didn't think pretty girls had central pools.
It all depends. You got to go deep enough.
You're gonna watch
Uh,
on TV. Okay, thank you, Cecilia. That's scary though, Cecilia.
What did I miss?
Cecilia's putting us up on her TV.
Oh, we're getting the 72-inch version.
Yeah. Scary.
surround sound freak show.
Oh, I
Right?
gotta close out the other thing.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, it wanted to go to StreamYard after it opened up in Safari. I don't know.
How did what happen?
I had it open up in Safari, and then it said, "Okay, you can open up in the StreamYard app." So it had it open in both.
The wonderful world and mysterious, just as mysterious world of technology. I'll never understand it.
Well,
So,
I'm still trying to figure out my Apple Watch to be able to register my workouts
oh
because
boy.
I did 40 to 50 minutes yesterday at rehab, and I only got 15 minutes.
Oh
Good
no.
for
Feel better,
you.
Cecilia.
No.
Feel better.
Okay. Well, Rachel, I have you and the fabulous Spring here.
Up.
So we need to figure a date and a time.
Oh, it's a date.
It's a date.
It's a date.
Kevin's paying.
Oh,
So money's no object.
Kevin.
Oh, so generous of you, Kevin.
Oh
He gets
my
volunteered
goodness.
for a lot.
I'm telling you. All I asked for was a little bit of piano and a little bit of singing. That's all I asked for.
Show tunes.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it dinner and a movie.
Dinner and a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
He buys us dinner and then he plays for us.
Oh, okay.
It's a win-win.
Mhm.
Jessica, where did you go, buddy?
We can
Wow.
always go.
Whatever is in the piggy bank. Oh, wait. Yeah. Here we go. Kevin, is it when pigs fly?
Look, the little piggy.
Did you make that?
Yes, I did.
You are getting so good at that lamp work.
And then
Oh, I
the
know somebody that would love those piggies.
gnome that I
You are
made.
getting so good at that.
Thank you.
She really
I
is.
I
Because you
actually
haven't been
put
doing that for
order
very
for
long,
this.
have you?
No. No. My journey started like when I started it on the YouTube. That was when it started.
Because I mean, that's like less than a year,
Mhm.
and like glass blowing and melting and fusing highly dangerous things. I mean, that good on you.
Oh, you should see her behind the scenes when she's doing that stuff. I'm just kidding.
You know?
Hopefully
No, you're a brave
Thursday.
soul. I give you lots
Yeah,
of
you can say
credit.
hi to everybody.
Thank you. Hopefully
The other
Thursday
CEO wants to
I'll
say
get
hi quick.
I'll get to I'll get to blow
There's
another
Jethro.
glass at the shop. Hopefully.
Okay, so Kevin said whatever's in the piggy bank, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
what?
I will take his credit card and shove it down in the hole.
But can you just say the bank is the piggy bank?
Uh-huh. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
It's a piggy bank that gains interest slowly.
very slowly, almost like in reverse.
Well, the way you buy a yarn, I can definitely see why it's in reverse.
Hmm.
And Kevin agreed. He said, yes, right, that's right, when pigs fly. I got your back, Kevin. I got your back.
Actually, Kevin loves pigs.
Really? Well,
I
okay.
love
I can
bacon
see
too.
It's bacon, 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 bacon.
that.
There's a commercial for everything.
Poor long-suffering Kevin. Denise! Hello, my dear.
So, what day do you think would work best for you and Rachel? Friday or Saturday?
Mm,
If
probably maybe Saturday. I don't know. Give me just a moment and I'll find out.
okay,
So, are you working on anything, peoples?
I'm
Yeah.
working on my sanity,
Boggy
trying to keep
Creek.
what little left.
Russ, can you make me big?
Make you big, make you big, big,
Yep.
big, big, big,
Yep.
big, big, big.
Boggy Creek blanket with yarn from Russ.
Lovely
Oh,
colors.
nice.
Yeah, it's almost to the 40 inches. So then I'm going to try to do 50 inches going the other way.
Hello,
Yep.
Mima
It's
and
a candy
Melanie,
corn.
Carla,
I love it.
DJ.
Yep.
Yeah, that is
Anything on
Yep,
Hello,
nice.
she's
terminal.
make me
everybody.
small again.
Hello, Carla.
Saturday night would be better.
Saturday.
Saturday night
Okay.
would be better, yeah.
What time?
Your normal live time would probably be fine.
2 in the morning?
No, then none of us can go.
See, don't make your problems my problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about Russ. Remember,
Mhm.
all
No,
of
Well,
our
then
we
I'm gonna
know.
miss a lot of your lives because yeah.
Mm.
So I just have to get replays then.
Rachel's like, well, fine.
Well, that's what times I've been going on.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that the two in the morning is kind of like my new normal.
Right?
So you want 7 on Saturday? You did say Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay, I gotta
Uh
write this down or else I'll forget. Or do you want 8? Do you want 9? You want 10?
This time
um
Saturday, next Saturday?
yeah, like 9, 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that.
Okay, next Saturday at 2 a.m.
It's gotta be early enough that Kevin can join too.
Same here.
Yeah, and you guys
Yeah.
can come up in
Yeah.
the morning.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I was up here till five
It don't
o'clock
matter
this
what she
morning. So
wants.
Yes,
You know,
Craig, you gotta be
well,
here too.
as like a rule of thumb, like I really can't, unfortunately be present. If it's like past like 11 or so, then Joan Crawford comes out, with the shoulder pads from hell, and throws borax at me and hits me with a wire hanger.
Right?
Okay, I'm
the visual.
I can see
okay,
that.
Craig. I'm still waiting for the problem.
I am here for your entertainment, aren't I?
Oh, that would be total entertainment if we seen that though.
Exactly.
Actually,
We can sell tickets for that, and across all this platform, we can be millionaires overnight
see,
on
here's the
your
thing.
on your expense.
You guys are going to love this. Okay, so for Thanksgiving, my mom was making her cheesecake, and it's awesome. All right, it's really good. It's the first thing to disappear whenever she brings it anywhere. She's been making it since before I was born. It's my grandmother's recipe. It's awesome. It's a cream cheese cheesecake. There's no fruit, no chocolate. It's just a plain cheesecake, and it's awesome sauce. So I said, Mom, if you are thinking of something for me for Christmas, the only thing that I would really, really like, I would be the only thing I'd ask for is if I could just film you making the cheesecake. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to get gussied up. No, just if I could just film you making the cheesecake, that would be all I would want for Christmas. And as an extra bonus, you can talk smack about me and they would love it even more. And she's like, nope, I don't want to be on camera. She was doing a Camille, I want to be alone, so she does not want,
Just get her one of these, put it around her neck, put the phone on her, and
she,
say, now,
she does not want to be on
now we film
camera
it.
at all. But I
We
told her,
just
I'm like, if you do that, it would go really, really well. And if you talk smack about me, it would go even better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
would
can
be
tell
the Fiber Spider roast,
all your
Mama Spider
really
roasts Baby
secrets.
Spider. But she's like, nope, nope, I don't want to be on camera. So I guess I'm
They
gonna
would
have to make it myself. I've never made it before, but
they would eat that up, and I don't mean the cheesecake. They would
right.
absolutely love it.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I've been trying to
would.
tell her. She's like, no, no.
No. Aw.
Darn it, Mom.
we'll hire you a makeup person and everything.
I don't think you can blur out her face.
You can, but
You
it
totally
depends.
can.
Well, depends on the software you're using. Well, thank you, Mama
Yeah.
Riz. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I believe that's for you, Michael.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Hey, Jess.
Rachel said, I guess it's Saturday then. Does Kevin know I'm not a cheap date?
Oh my.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
Talk about all new experiences. He's in for a whirl.
Mm. Screaming, laughing.
Hello, Brandon. Hello,
Brandon.
Bertha. Did Fluffy come in?
Yes,
Hello, Fluffy.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Hello, everybody.
Yes,
That's
Fluffy
coming
came in. Yes.
Marilyn.
And
Um,
Mandy, welcome in.
I only saw the first Despicable Me movie, but there is that one line. That's so flammable!
I had to watch
I
all of
think
them,
I've
and
seen the first three, and I think there's a fourth out now.
there
Well, and then there's
is.
the whole like the Minion movies. I never saw any of
Yeah.
those, but it's like I know the whole oh no you know, like and yeah,
Banana.
banana, you know, like yeah, I know about that, but
I don't do animation, but I have watched Despicable and I have watched the Minions.
mm.
They're funny.
Kitcher, I did get your email. Thank you.
Yes, Fluffy. Craig is a mess.
All right.
Absolutely.
definitely I put the
Absolutely.
hot in mess.
Yeah, I would say I've only watched one of them. I think it was the first one, and I think that yeah, I tried to pay attention to the others, and I couldn't.
Well, I mean, I like the old school like Disney movies, and then like Pixar like changed everything. You know, partially for the better, partially not for the better. You know, between like DreamWorks and Pixar, and it was just like everything all of a sudden became CGI'd. That's sweet Elizabeth.
Very
Thank you
nice,
very
Um,
much.
Elizabeth.
Mama Riz.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
You know, like
Really
give
is.
me the Sword and the Stone, Mary Poppins.
Yes.
Pete's
You know,
Dragon.
bed knobs and broomsticks. You know, give me the old school stuff.
Right.
Well, not
Right.
Disney, but Rudolph.
Well,
But like
that's good enough.
when I was, I'd say around 8, I had a thing to where my grandmother always had these old, well, back then they weren't old, but the VHSs of Betty Boop.
There you go.
I have a whole wall of VHS.
And so I'd always be watching the Betty Boop over all of them. And I don't know, I like that show, or that cartoon.
Roger Rabbit.
Yep,
That
who framed Roger Rabbit?
revolutionized Roger Rabbit revolutionized so many things in filmmaking, and Bob
Yes.
Hoskins was incredible in that one.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
you know how Betty Boop got her name?
I won't even know. No, I don't know. Do I
That
want
was
to know?
her profession was booping. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
Hey, Brenda. Awesome.
I have an autistic son
We have a
who
ton of
has watched
VHS.
most of the Despicable Me and the Minion movies at least
Mm.
1,000 times.
Yeah, there are worse fates, you know.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't remember how many times my son watched them.
there are definitely worse fates than, watching some movies that you like a million times.
Mm. That's
Mm,
why we have all the VHS and a VHS player that still works, because it just
Same
don't get
here,
any better.
Spring.
It just
Well,
don't get any better.
Yeah.
you know what you could do? Okay, I'm not suggesting you destroy your collection, but what you could conceivably do is if like the tapes no longer become playable, crack those open, and then you could put the tape onto a drop spindle and then put some twist in it and then crochet it.
Yeah.
You could.
oh, yeah.
You could.
Yeah, because it'd be like
Like Plarn.
Plarn. Yeah, like doing the Plarn. Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Carmen's kitty.
Oh,
Very
Oh,
nice.
he's
gorgeous.
gotten big.
So photogenic.
Oh, he's so pretty
Yes.
too. I love this white.
That little
That's like
regal puffed up
Pumpkin. Pumpkin's the
chest.
same way.
Uh-huh.
The
Fluffy.
He's got that white.
the white on his chest almost looks like a heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, look at me.
Yeah, Pumpkin's is pretty close to that.
Very
Would you show him your white floof? Would you show him your white floof, baby girl?
Michelle, you're
Hello,
putting us on the
Lisa.
book too. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and
Hi,
I
Lisa.
showed Russ, but I didn't get a chance to show anybody else. On Amazon, I got a really cool shirt. Russ, blow me up, please.
Really?
Yes.
Here now?
Oh,
Don't mind him, people. So I got this really cool shirt. So if you can read this, let's be friends. And then
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
A
you
granny
sent me the
square.
picture of that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
looks
that's
like a
awesome.
granny square.
thank you. I wore it to work and people were looking at me. They were like squinting and they were like
They
trying to
couldn't
like do
figure it
Trying to
out.
figure out what it
they thought it
was.
was like a stereogram where they had to squint, cross their eyes, and back up 5 feet. I'm like, no, you're thinking
You
way
just
too hard about
Would have got
this.
it. Yeah.
Only one person got it. And I'm like, thank you.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember when you sent that like what last week?
I think so. Yeah, I just got it yesterday and I'm like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Like the shirt too.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's something that I can wear at work where they're not going to be like, that's inappropriate,
Right.
yeah, that would not.
you know,
Because if you've got crochet books there, then you could show them where that's at.
I am an Amazon affiliate. Yes.
Oh,
I'm
I
not an
didn't know
affiliate,
that.
but I do put affiliate links up sometimes when applicable, but it's usually goes to Walmart, when you like try to do the link,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
you know,
Yeah, I have an Amazon affiliate link.
good for
I,
you.
that's awesome.
I
I
have
didn't I didn't even know that.
the only thing I have is heartburn.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to all write Hirschner so Russ can be a
Yeah,
affiliate or
They
right.
don't
something.
they don't have that.
I wish they did for you.
Petra, I feel your
I
pain.
don't
Just
think
as
I,
much
I think
yarn
they
as you buy from them, and you get the whole yarn community to buy.
I think what they would do is they just bypass affiliate and say brand ambassador.
Mm,
That'd be nice too. Something that would.
I have to agree with that, most definitely.
Yeah, I buy a couple of skeins a year from them.
I
Hmm.
heard how much.
not a couple gross.
Couple
That's
skein.
perfect.
Was
It's a
close to
couple.
that
It
last
boils
time.
down to where it's a couple of skeins every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
You buy from Amazon every day? Really? I have it in all my videos at the bottom in my affiliate list.
Well, I'll have to remember that spring because I have to order some stuff because of my tendonitis for the OT.
Oh, yeah.
hello, Scott. Craig, are you going to respond to Turtle?
I'm sorry, I didn't know Turtle said something.
I missed it too.
I
Uh,
can't see anything in chat, so if
Right.
anybody
Well,
asks me a
neither can I. I
question,
can only see what Russ puts up. I'm sorry.
A
I'll
couple
click the
thousand.
link. Yeah, I'm going way back here. Is anyone on panel on Amazon affiliate?
Fluffy
Uh,
just said it.
Craig, are you going to
Okay. Viber
if
Spider makes it while Mama Spider yells instructions and funny comments off camera.
That could work.
Maybe, yeah. That would be cool.
Anything that would like throw me under the bus, I think it would do really well.
Jeremy says I don't ambassador is a high enough title. Try Duke of Yarn.
Duke,
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 Duke.
Duke of Yarn. and
yeah, one thing that my
it's funny because that's where both of our minds went.
Immediately.
There are worse things.
Immediately. All right, y'all. Speaking of Duke, I'm going to go spend some time with Duke of Earl.
You leaving us already?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
He hasn't been home for very long, so I'm going to pop out there and watch some TV with him before he goes to bed.
Most definitely. But
Have a good night, Spring.
Good
when he
good
goes to
night,
night.
Good
bed,
seeing
spring.
you
I might still
again.
be on.
You too, dear. Do what, Russ?
I said when he goes to bed, I might still be on.
It might be, yeah. All right. Love and hugs, y'all.
Thanks,
Bye.
darling.
Night, sweetie.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Leave.
Yeah, since a week ago, I've been working on getting my yarn more in order in my room so I can start showing my yarn because I know I haven't put out much content lately.
Well, you've been under the weather.
I've had tests and stuff. Excuse my hand. Just trying to get my volume.
It's okay. We'll just talk to the hand.
Yeah, talk to the hand. That was from something, I think.
Oh, that's like 90s.
Very
But my
90s.
son knew it.
You know, like talk to the hand because the face ain't listening or something to that
Yeah.
effect.
But you got to do it.
But my son turned 22 on the
You know, you have to
18th of
have your
last month,
head
so
on a swivel, you know, in order to get it right. It's like,
Yeah.
and then you go see a chiropractor.
Ow, that hurt my
Carol,
arm.
That hurt
it
my neck.
is.
It's like, you're getting old when you can't do the talk to the hand or the Macarena, both 90s
I
referencing.
can still do the Macarena. And I've got
Carol,
arthritis and crap.
it is almost 9 o'clock p.m. here.
And when doing the chicken dance becomes an ordeal, you've had it.
I can't do the chicken. I can't get low anymore. Weigh my legs and sciatica.
Is
I
that the
can't.
little where you do the little?
Yeah,
My
and then
knees
you gotta
can't
shift
bend
your
like
butt
that no
as you're
more.
going down.
Well, hello, Ivan.
Hello, Ivan. Let's see.
So what was it that Turtle was asking? Or was it just about my mom deprecating me on screen?
Something.
Pretty much that.
Okay. I didn't know if it was something else or if that was it specifically. Yeah. No, I mean, she just won't do it.
The Tootsie Roll.
And I get that. I understand,
Yeah.
Some
Well, because
people
for the
like,
longest time, I did not want to be on camera either. And then there was a particular shawl where the shape of the shawl, it was like, no, you have to wear it in order to show how it looks on a human being. And I'm like, all right, just grin, bear it. So that was like the first time I was like showing my face. And I was extremely uncomfortable, but I'm like, I'm just going to grin, bear it, And then ever since then, people are like, model it, do the twirl, do the twirl.
Yeah, we like your twirl because then you show it off, like how it.
You know,
yeah,
I
I
don't
wasn't
know.
going
That
to
helps all
vision.
of us see what it will look like.
I wasn't going to even show my face at all. I was just going to do my hand. It was going to be my hands, and that's all you were going to see.
Right. And I was going to
But
put
that
like
went out the window.
subtitles, closed captioning. Like I was just going to like write down what to do. I wasn't even going to say anything because I've always had a thing about my voice. Lorene, I don't know. I was just sort of thinking it's like, well, spiders are always doing their thing. And then fiber spider, it had like, to me, it had like a nice sort of rhymey ring to it. And like, I never really had like an affinity for spiders prior to this. I remember like being deathly afraid of them as a kid. But no, it just sort of like, just picture a happy little spider on way too much coffee, just stitching the night away, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but actually, you're making me think of an incident that I had with a spider when I was very young. I was, well, not so young that I couldn't be home alone, but I was a child, and it was the 80s, so different
Who's
different
still
time period.
home? Not born in the 80s.
It was a
Without
different time back
parents,
then.
you run up and down the
But
street.
uh, my parents were out, and I think my brother was also not home at the time. And I saw this really terrifying looking black spider on the wall. And like you could see the little hairs on his legs. It wasn't a tarantula, but in my mind, it was probably a
Mm-hmm.
jumping spider, thinking back to it. And I couldn't find any bug spray. So I grabbed the first can of aerosol that I could find. It was Pledge. I must have used like the whole can of Pledge on this poor spider. And you could see him like trying to like crawl through the foam because I sprayed so much on the wall. I mean, that wall was,
That wall was nice and shiny
oh yeah, the wall was spick and span.
and
And,
slippery.
and then it was still crawling. And I'm like, it's not working yet. So then I grabbed the next thing that was in my line of sight, my brother's soccer cleats.
Oh, holes.
No, they were full of mud because the mud was in there. So I'm smacking the wall with his soccer cleats, and the mud was going, like the dried mud was going all over the place. So there was mud, there was spray on polish, and oh yeah, and then of course, then my parents came home and they're like, "Why does it smell like lemons in here?" And then I pointed to the wall, and they're like, "Oh, Craig. Oh, Craig."
Oh, special sunflower.
Mm.
How's that for an anecdote for you? Me and my embarrassing childhood.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. I kept things interesting.
So we used to get the aqua net that was
Mm,
Oh, my
pressurized in the
mom had
can
that.
in the lighter. That's how
yeah.
we'd kill spiders.
Craig, there's a question for you.
Yes, I did, Scott, actually. Yes, I still haven't. I have not opened it yet. I do plan on opening it. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to open it along with some other Happy Mail. So I did get it. Not to worry. I haven't yet. Okay. But I love seeing the stuff that you create. You're very, very talented with the latch hooking. I did get some other mail not that long ago, but I was not about to open it up on camera.
Yeah,
I
because having the label of Adam and Eve on the label, you just can't.
well, no, it was of a religious, heated religious origin, shall we say. And so I was like, oh, okay, so this is not going to be read on channel.
Yeah.
And then I got another one just this past week from the same person. So I'm like, oh, so this person wants to be persistent about how I'm doomed for all eternity. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
oh man, Craig.
so there's
Yeah.
certain things that I will not read on camera.
I don't blame you. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
But you take it with a grain of salt.
yes. That's all you can do. I mean, like I've told people, like when we do this, we have to have thick skin.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you have
So
to have thick skin if you want to be able to have any sort of endurance.
yes.
Yeah.
My fur babies, Carson, are driving me nuts.
So where are my nieces and nephews?
Oh, let's see. Rudy
Panda says haters are going to hate Craig. Just stay
No, it's true.
fabulous.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't take it. I don't really take it to heart. Because there was nothing personal in it. It was just sort of like, okay, here's this thing that was printed out, or here's this pamphlet, and I'm just going to pass it on. It's like, okay. So it wasn't like a pointed attack at something that I said or did. It was just sort of like a blanket statement, is how I look at it.
Mm.
you know so it's just sort of like, whatever. But so it's like, no, I don't open everything on camera. Certain things, it's like I know it's from like somebody specific, and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to open this on camera. But I like to have more than one thing, so that I have like a little showcase kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was just like this one thing, because the first letter that I got, I could tell that it was something that was printed out, and it didn't look like a letter. It looked like a notice or something like that. And so when I opened it, I'm like, oh, okay. And then the second one, I recognized the sender, and I'm like, oh. um, but no, it's fine. I mean, the angry vegan hasn't been sending me any letters lately, so that's cool.
The what? Oh,
The angry
yes.
the angry
Okay.
vegan, sending me like hand-drawn illustrations of bad things happening to livestock, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to read this on camera. Like, I don't tell people what faith to have, what politics to have, what to eat. No, you do you, boo. I do me, you do you, and let's chit chat together,
All I know
Yeah.
is my stepdad's cows were treated great. And his calves, and
Hey, all I know is they taste good with salt and pepper.
yep.
I mean, I did try being a vegetarian for a while, and then Thanksgiving came, and then that was over. But no, I did for like, I want to say the better part of a
That's
year. That is gorgeous.
That is, oh my
who sent you
gosh.
that one.
Why does it got to be who sent it? He could have made it.
I could have made this.
Yeah, but you
Dude, I
don't have a
know.
lot of
No, no,
time
no,
right
no,
now to
no.
crochet, is
Rust,
what you
Rust.
said.
I know you did not make that, and I'm not making a slight on you or your abilities, but I
No,
know you didn't make it because I know you don't have the time nor the energy.
yeah, that's why
I
I
know
was
too.
saying it.
So, no
I
offense,
know.
but you didn't make that. I love
I
you,
think
but
it
you
was a
didn't make
gift
that.
from somebody.
Unless if you've been moonlighting on me.
That girl
Can be
moonlights all the
because yeah.
time.
I don't always tell you all my coupons.
So many connotations, so little time.
No.
Hey, go back and watch Wednesday's live stream.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch. There's a few I've missed lately.
Oh.
This blanket I bought from Jax when she was doing an auction.
Well, it's gorgeous.
And I think it was one of Jax's followers that made it and was donating it for the cause.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And
And I just never I never
She's
really
in my
started.
chat. Landa Rose. Her name is Jess. She made it.
Well, it
Okay.
is lovely.
It's
it
beautiful. I love it.
Gorgeous,
is.
gorgeous. Like, I don't know if the color was planned that way, but it's gorgeous.
It's really,
Very
really
nice.
soft. I mean, whatever yarn she used, it is really soft. She did a
It
really
looked
good
like
job.
it was soft.
I'm actually going to send that to my granddaughter that's being born next month.
You got
I
her
thought
blushing over here.
I thought it was a grandson.
Nope, both granddaughters. So the first one was a boy, the second one was a girl, and then the third one's a girl.
Yeah, because didn't the second one just have a birthday?
Yep, she just turned 2. Jocelyn.
Um, she said it was planned Premier Basic DK.
Well, it's gorgeous.
It's really soft. Oh my god, it's really soft.
It looked really soft. And I know your grandbaby, she'll love it.
Um, Mima, a good wooden knitting needle. Um, what would you recommend, Craig?
Uh, well, I've always wanted to work with rosewood, although I never have. Um, let's see. Bottom your overview. Which
I
way?
think
Fillet tutorial,
I
made
have
a blanket. Aw, that's nice, Elizabeth. You're very welcome.
what are these made of?
The only wood needles that I've used are the bamboo clover takumis. Those I liked, but I hated the cords. Because ever since discovering circular needles, I have not gone back to using straight needles. And the takumis were like one of the first circular knitting needles brands that I used. That was like an interchangeable set, and I liked the needles, but I hated the cords. And then I moved on to Addie's, and because the cords were a little bit better, and I loved the feel of the metal needles. But since then, I discovered, thanks to Russ, actually, the Chiaogus. And those, I love the Chiaogus because, you can get a 4-inch or a 5-inch long needle, depending upon, the kind of project that you want to do. There's a nice variety of cords. You can connect the cords to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really like those overall. And the cords do not have a tendency of having like muscle memory where they get all like kinked and curled and all funky. Um, and so, if you're in the market for a set, I would say the Chiaogus with the red the red twist cords. Those those I think are really, really good. They're not cheap, but I think that they're worth it. You can get them on Amazon. I want to say they're like 170 ish, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I
That's
have.
about that. It's between 170 and 190, somewhere through there.
Hang on.
Uh,
170, 172 ish. So about 170 for a set. And that's the full set. Where you're getting like a ton of the little sizes starting from like, well, the bigger ones, I think the biggest is, I think, 13 or 15. And then it goes down to like 11, 10 and a half, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, or so. Like there's a good set and a bunch of different cables. The only thing that sucks is that there are big cables and little cables. And what I mean by that, it's not the length, it's the aperture that connects to the cable itself. Because some of the cables only fit with half the needles, the other cables fit with the other half of the needles. But then they also have little adapters so that you can fit the small cables onto the big needles and vice versa. So there's like a little fiddling with that. But as far as the needles and their quality themselves, those I love. And so say I.
so there was some talk about Aberdeen,
Oh,
and I didn't catch it all. But so I did talk. I was talking to Heather tonight. She just got out of the hospital.
oh, good.
Oh, she was just in the hospital
Um,
again. Darn it.
yep. So she's doing good. Um, but she has no control over shipping right now. None. The Canadian Post is on strike,
Oh,
so
wow.
she is scrambling, trying to find shipping carriers to ship stuff out of Canada. Right now, I think she's stuck with UPS, which is not the best because Lord knows FedEx is backwards. So she's doing the best she can on shipping.
Yeah.
So I know it's taken a while to get stuff. She had to put my order, and it wasn't a very big order. She actually had to break it down into 4 separate boxes
Jeez.
in order to ship it. So
Those games you ordered last
yeah,
year or the
yep,
beginning of the year.
yep.
So it's just a couple thousand, right?
Yes.
And that's
Yeah,
not a
the
big
ones
order
that
to
were
you?
supposed to be in the holiday boxes.
Well, so
That's what I was thinking.
what's so funny?
When you said, oh, it's a couple thousand that you ordered at the beginning of the year. Oh, it's not, but it's not a big order.
That's like when he told me you got Ursula's this
I
week.
mean,
It's like,
the
yeah,
gorgeous,
you're gonna
gorgeous
have a big
box that I
order, and
had
he's
gotten,
like,
it was
yeah, I
500
did
mini
this.
hanks, and that was a heavy box with just 500, and you want several thousand. Of course, you had to break it up into several boxes.
I'm just saying.
Our
But the way
yarn
you, it's
enabler
the way you
friend.
said that. It's the way you said.
It
It's
was
just, it was just a small order.
it was
So
so
she had to break it up
blasé.
into, yeah, it was like, it's just a small order that she had to break up into 4 boxes.
It was just some Balenciaga, it was just a little bit of couture, a little bit of, Chanel, it's party favors.
Well, to me, that's a small order.
Ugh, you probably paid their
Yeah, because I
mortgage
think
for a
you ordered
year.
more around the time you did the blanket.
But nonetheless, my hanks are coming. But
Yay!
providing she doesn't have any health crisis, we are actually going to video chat next week.
Tell her from us, or at least, yeah, from
Yeah,
us that
from
we hope she
everybody.
gets better soon.
Yeah. But I mean,
Because
you
this
know
has
what
got to be
happens when
frustrating for her. Because I know what it's like.
Well, you know what
to
happens
be sick and in and out of the hospital.
when you cross FedEx and UPS, you know what you get?
Fed up.
And I'm beyond fed up with FedEx.
I have no problem with them.
That's me. I don't have any problem here with them. It's UPS I have the problems with.
Yeah, if I get a problem, it's either UPS or sometimes the actual Amazon drivers.
My Cambridge, okay,
Because
now
they don't realize that
take for granted
first.
my FedEx shipment from Cambridge Fibers was supposed to be here last Friday. Nobody was home to sign for it, so it should have been delivered on Saturday. Well, the guy scanned it wrong when he left the house, and then when it got back to the hub, they misscanned it themselves. So it sat all week long before it started to move. Kevin had it rerouted to be picked up at Walgreens and Niles, and that was supposed to happen on Tuesday. But then it didn't move until Thursday. It was supposed to be delivered Thursday. Well, they delivered it to Berrien Springs instead.
Wow.
So they had to pick it up from Berrien Springs, bring it back to South Bend. Then it was supposed to be delivered today to Walgreens so we can go pick it up. And it is now sitting back in South Bend.
Because we all know that since that you're having problems with that shipment, that you have absolutely no yarn to work with.
Yeah, and it's going to be another box like we all get every year from them.
So here, but the thing of it is, it's the countdown box. It's the advent calendar.
Oh, well, you didn't order the mystery.
But for next year, though, right?
No, this year.
You're doing more of them?
No. I ordered the
for him
advent calendar from Cambridge Fibers in Canada. And I was opening it up on my channel for the month of December.
Oh, because I'm like,
you did that the last couple years.
The month's gone.
So it's a box specifically for you to open up an Advent. Not that you were like making more Advent boxes. I'm sorry. No. It's the fact that you do them. You know, it's like I'm like you don't need an Advent box. All you have to do is just like open up your crates. You know, you could open up a crate every day.
25 lucky crates.
You know, every day for the month of December, you could open up one crate. You know.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, because he's got I don't know how many left to show us. Because he's got like practically the whole attic, the back room. He's got quite a bit. Yeah, I think he's showing us all the back room. And then that doesn't account all the yarn he gets all the time either.
Yeah, I've been showing that as I've been getting it.
Yeah, because you did show quite a bit on Wednesday before we went south.
I'm going to have to watch that one time to see the yarn.
I'm very interested about the whole how it went south.
Now, was that the Hirschner's order, Russ?
He was in a very rare mood.
Rare form.
Yes.
I can only imagine.
That happens about once a month, and it's always with me in spring.
Was the moon in its proper phase?
Fun fact, I did inside sales for small business for FedEx. They left our B2B mid-contract and left 250 people jobless before Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Ugh, that's awful.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Mom is like when she sees me on the computer, she wants something. Sounds like the Swedish postal system. Someone's is it Ricky? Rikke?
Yes.
Ricky?
She's they're having popcorn. Lene says UPS loses her packages. Robin hopes she gets better. I hope she's all right. But I hope I don't know. I got to check my Hirschner's account because
and Jeremy says we were chilling in the gutter.
That's where I keep my easy chair.
Oh, that's a spa day.
That's the no coupon day.
Oh my goodness.
You got to wait for the red flashing light. That's double the coupons.
Roxy!
Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's I actually have something in the works for next year,
Already? Wow.
and this is going to be kind of huge.
Sorry, I'm not gonna touch it.
It's too huge to touch.
Oh, the peanut gallery never ceases to amaze. Never, never, never.
Oh,
So what's yeah.
It's a can of worms you're just not ready for, right?
Yeah.
you just cannot open that jar of coffee.
Is that what we call him?
Well, it's good to the last drop. Slow roasted.
Pearl clutching. Oh my goodness. So can you share your details?
I cannot.
Ooh.
So, in other words, I get to hear about later then.
You cannot.
Oh.
He's not telling us. Well,
You,
hopefully,
you,
hopefully it goes fast when he can.
you strumpet.
I will just keep feeding you bits and pieces of the mystery
Mm-hmm.
to drive you crazy.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean I have to hold your Christmas present hostage?
Yep, you gotta hold it hostage. Michael's going to shoot his drink out his nose.
Came
Poor
close.
Michael.
Come open wide and let the smell blow over. I was dealing with insurance stuff today, 10 times worse than shipping issues.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
VJ, I am a tease. Dr. Pepper Snot. No, I'm actually drinking Kroger Big K, citrus, no sugar.
Oh well, thank you, Tap Mama.
Thanks for the laughs. You are more than welcome.
He's Panda was talking about me because he knows that that's what I'm drinking, Dr. Pepper.
One of my favorites.
Oh goodness.
Well, I think there's like a vanilla Dr. Pepper and like a cherry Dr. Pepper. I mean, those are
Yes.
pretty good. Those are pretty good.
Just straight
And
diet Dr.
I
Pepper.
won't touch those ones. It's got to be
Um,
Dr. Pepper, either Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, or Dr. Pepper Zero. The other flavors,
you know, I try not to drink too much soda. I have it occasionally, but you know, I've been trying to cut back. So it's like not
Yeah, I'm
every
trying
day.
to keep from drinking too much.
Mostly it's just tea.
well, our ice maker went on the fritz.
Oh no.
Well, we have one of those great big huge automatic ice machines.
Oh, like the restaurants have?
Well, not quite that big, but it does 12 pounds an hour.
Why would you need that much ice?
Because we go through a lot of ice.
Okay.
And at the time, we were throwing parties. But it's on the fritz. So I went and got, because I want to start drinking a little bit more water myself. So I went and got these ice cube trays that make these great big huge ice cubes.
Well, they fill up half the glass though. I have ice cube tray like that, the things are huge. It's like those could concuss somebody.
Well, the cup that I have is a 50-ounce cup. So a couple of ice cubes, a couple of the big ice cubes in there, and I'm good.
I'd have to use my 34-ounce cup in one because my 20-ounce I don't think would hold one.
I remember years back at Michael's, they would have sometimes like these novelty things upon occasion, and one of them, it was an ice cube tray. Oh, whoever thought of this, I would say they're either brilliant or really warped. The ice cube tray made ice cubes in the shape of the Titanic.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, how big was
The Titanic and some icebergs. And I'm just like, that's just so wrong on so many levels. It's like I can appreciate the humor, but I'm like, that's just so wrong.
Still too soon.
I have an ice cube tray that makes cat ice cubes.
I mean, that would be like creating an edition of Jenga that's like the Twin Towers. It's like, you don't do that. It's like certain things you just don't do.
Still way too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I liked
I
the
remember
movie. I saw it in theaters. I liked it, but it was highly fictionalized, but it was still a good movie. And
yeah, it got the point across.
Right, and Kathy Bates, I think she was one of the unsung heroes of that movie. She's good in everything she does.
Isn't she?
She is.
Was she the one that was the grandma or the old lady?
She was the unsinkable Molly.
She was the nouveau riche woman that like she was trying to like get the guy in the lifeboat to turn back, and they're like, we'll kill you if you make them, sit down, woman. And she helped Jack at dinner. But I mean, like I think too, basically two movies, Misery and Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yes. But her character in Titanic literally was based off a real person that was nicknamed Unsinkable Molly because I believe she was on like 5 other ships that also sank and she survived.
Oh, wow.
It was like 3 or 5, one of the two.
That's kind of a sign, it's like, what, maybe stick to trains.
Well, you can't go from England to America on a
Well, then stay landlocked. Stop jeopardizing people's lives just because you want to, get out and about.
But she was like, she was that character that was new money.
Yeah, nouveau riche.
Yeah.
Yeah, they referred to her in like a very disparaging tone, like, oh, she's not of the old stock. She's meh.
Yeah.
They were just trying to yuck her yum, It's like, she got it. Let her enjoy it,
Yeah. Jeremy said her full name. It was Molly Brown, the unsinkable Molly Brown. And I believe, isn't she in the new Matlock series?
Yes, it's like a relative of his. It's supposed to be, I think. I mean, I don't watch actual TV, but I did see like a promo for it, and she looks great.
I can't say I don't watch actual TV. I mean, I watch it all on apps, so I have that saved so I could end up watching it, see how well they did. Because my grandmother got me hooked on Matlock and Columbo.
Oh, you're talking my shows there, Matt. Or not Matt, Michael.
Yeah, we both start with M's.
Yeah. I was just at his live lap.
Well, I've still slowly but surely I've been going through the mini series of Interview with a Vampire. I mean, I've seen the movie umpteen million times, and I read the book. I'm currently rereading the book, and I've been watching the mini series. It's on Netflix right now, but only season 1. It's AMC. So good.
AMC has it all.
I don't have AMC.
Oh well, then we'll talk because
okay. I have like maybe 2 episodes of season 1 still. I could probably get season 2 from the library, but it's really good. It's a very, very distinct adaptation, like as far as like, they made a lot of changes, but I still think that the flavor the intrinsic flavor of it is still there, and I think that the acting is brilliant, the special effects are good. Absolutely love it.
And it's a great storytelling. I've seen
Yeah.
both. I'm waiting on season 3 to come out. It is just I I like the way they did. I'm not going to give anything away. I just love what they did.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the last things that I saw, it's not even a giveaway or anything, but it has to do with Claudia's diaries. I'm like, oh, so good, so good.
Good night, Ricky.
Good night,
Good
Ricky.
night. But yeah, in the book, Claudia is, she's starting to rebel. In the book, it's good stuff. I would love to get through all of them. I've never done it before, but it's good stuff. I also want to try perhaps getting through the Chronicles of Narnia again, maybe. I don't know, or the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hello,
Yeah, I still got to watch
Kristen.
the one you sent me, the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s miniseries was so good. It's painfully dated, I admit that, but I really like it. It's so witty. It's like if you like BBC humor and that sort of quick wit, it's great.
Well, my most favorite movie in the world is an 80s movie, Ice Pirates.
I saw that when I was itty bitty, and it was when I couldn't understand anything that was going on. But as far as like the whole interplanetary travel and so forth, it's like I remember as a kid, I devoured Time Bandits.
I'm
Anything
not
like
feeling the new ones.
I
The
did.
new
I never saw
series.
the new one. Never
Oh,
saw it. I saw
get
the
lucky.
original one with the Terry Gilliam flick. Terry Gilliam does the best work. He really does.
I can't think of her name in the new TV series. It's I believe it's Apple, but it's
Hmm. It is.
I can't think of her name, but she played Phoebe on Friends.
Okay.
The ditzy blonde.
Hmm.
That's who's in this one, in the new TV series. And
I mean,
I just don't feel it.
I like her, but the thing is that I don't see why it would need to be remade or altered or changed or anything. The first one was absolutely brilliant, I thought.
Yes, Lisa Kudrow. That's her name.
There you go.
Well, that's like a lot of movies that I know Disney's put out lately is, live action or something. It's like, why redo them?
Yeah, like
I mean, because
101
they're,
Dalmatians. I mean, I can understand Cruella was a spin-off, and that's fair game. But to like remake 101 Dalmatians, it's like, no, 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 no. Leave it alone.
yeah.
But as far as having like Cruella having like a backstory origin type story, no, I get that. I can respect that.
Jeremy, I have seen Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's funny.
Oh my gosh, it is
boobs.
hilarious. I wish there was more to it. To Mrs.
I
Brown
think I've heard of
Boys.
it, but I've never seen it.
Oh, it's hilarious. There's just not a lot of episodes.
Mm.
Hi, Don.
But
Glad you could make it.
It is very hilarious. Kind of reminds me of if Mama's Family was done today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama's Family.
I love
Grew
Mama's
up watching that.
Stop making villains anti-heroes.
Yes.
Now, why do we have to have villain and yeah?
Well, there always has to be a villain, because without the villain, there's no motive for the do-gooder. Because like what does a do-gooder do? I can't speak. What
Oh, I have that issue.
what like what purpose does a do-gooder have if it isn't to thwart evil?
Yeah.
Like what is Batman without the Joker? He's a rich orphan who's disgruntled. That's who Bruce Wayne is. Who is Superman? Without Lex Luthor, he's an alien. with superpowers because of the different planetary differences, um, so on and so forth. Who's Spider-Man? He got bit by a spider.
Radioactive spider.
Well,
He's a mutant.
Panda said villains make for good movies.
Yeah,
Imagine Independence Day with no aliens.
right.
Movie would be called Weekend Off.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
weekend barbecue.
Superman likes to be called undocumented superhero.
Oh.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Or Men in
um,
Black.
so
Oh,
it's like
good one.
there always has to be, like a yin for a yang when it comes to like
Mhm.
comic books and that sort of thing. Otherwise, it's like there's no motive to, be a do-gooder. You know.
I'm trying to remember. I saw something the other day, and Panda, if you're listening, what was that I told you that they're making a live action out of?
Uh-oh.
That we were both like, yeah, no. I don't remember.
I was gonna say HR Puffin stuff, but that was live action.
Panda said he's not listening to you.
Well, I know he's also playing game with
He
his brother.
forgot. He said he blinked since then.
Lilo and Stitch. That's it, Jeremy.
No.
No, you cannot do a live
Well, because
action
all
of
it's
that.
going to amount to is then I didn't know they were going to do that, but like it's like, okay, so Lilo and her sister and the boyfriend, they're all going to be actual actors, but then Stitch obviously is going to be CGI.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah,
Just leave it alone.
no.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy. That was it. I know as soon as I went and told him, we both looked at each other like, WTF?
Yeah, agreed.
Panda says they're also
And How to
doing,
Train Your Dragon
How to Train Your Dragon.
as well.
Ugh,
That's
why?
that's already like CGI cartoon or whatever you call
Right.
it.
It's like, but
It's
it's
so
like when they did like a
close.
live action of 101 Dalmatians, it's like, okay, it was not necessary. I mean, everybody loves puppies, but it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, they've done Lion King, Little Mermaid.
Yeah. The horrible
And I don't
cats.
remember all of.
Oh, yeah, I never watched even the original, let alone that remake.
I think Judy Dench just wishes it would burn.
Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Come on, big girl.
Ah, there's Tippy again. Hey, Tippy.
She's over there.
Tippy.
I mean, I do know that Cats is based off of poems by T.S. Eliot, and I wanted to read those on my channel, but it's still not public domain yet.
Yeah.
How can Craig? Where would I go to find music that's public domain?
That is a good question. I mean, I know
It's
that
pretty hard.
on YouTube you can go through like some of like the YouTube music. I think it's something McLeod. I think it's Kevin McLeod. That might be usable. Honestly, I don't know because I haven't like used any new music in years. I found a couple of little audio samples years ago, and I've just been using the same ones. I mean, I haven't like actually looked for anything new in a long time.
Well,
Yeah.
I know on Facebook on our pages on there because I've got the 2 pages, and when you do shorts, there's a list of uncopyrighted music.
Well,
I mean, I think
Where you don't
also
have to worry about the copyright because you're allowed to use it.
I think also that you can actually pay to gain like copyright access so that like your video won't get like flagged or demonetized or something like that. But you have to pay in order to get that access. I heard something to that effect. Please don't quote me on it.
Well, I have. Well, just like you, I have to our little theme songs, whatever you want to call it, the copyrights to it. But there's in my StreamYard when I'm go live on my StreamYard, I have 2 songs that I do for thank you members and thank you super chats, whatever. And I always one of them is good, fine and dandy. The other one I always get like you split revenue, so which is whatever. But there is a lot of YouTube music that it's quote unquote uncopyright, which all that really means is you're only allowed to use it on that platform without getting a copyright issue. Now, if you were to take that song and put it on the Facebook, there's an issue because Facebook doesn't have access to that copyright. So you have to be careful. Now, there's programs out there, Adobe, what is it called? Because I use it for my thumbnails. Adobe Express has a lot of music that is copyright. Technically, you own the right, and you have to own. They give you the license number, and so when you upload using that song, you got to add that license number to it, so you don't get the hit. There's, but having 100% uncopyright, you're going to have to do a lot of digging for that.
Well, I was just gonna try and find some music that Kevin could play. That's not copyright.
Oh, that type of music, piano music.
Yes,
Well, I mean, I
10
I don't
pound
even think you
races.
can play Happy Birthday. It's crazy, you know.
because
Well,
I
no
would,
one.
as old as Christmas songs are,
You
you
can
would
still get smacked with copyrights on that.
exactly, but
Yeah,
I don't understand why.
Yeah.
it's a money thing.
Somebody somewhere owns the copyright.
Yeah, they found out when Big Bang did the Soft Kitty song, they got sued by a family that this lady had wrote it.
Mm.
And
Pam,
I don't know if Big Bang knew that this lady had wrote it.
Pammy says that her son does piano tutorials, and he has to be careful about the copyrights. But Kevin usually plays church hymns, Christmas church hymns, and that gets dinged every time in YouTube.
Well, he's got to
Really?
pay. He has to pay more tithes.
He pays enough.
Comes out of yarn. It comes out of Russ's yarn budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that don't make Russ happy. You touch my yarn fund, there's issues.
Poor Kevin.
You pay yarn fund before you pay the mortgage.
Oh man, there was somebody. I have to remember where I saw it, but there was somebody who talked about sheet music that they could play that was copyright free, public domain.
I know, like, when I was in band, you could keep the music. But then I know when my son was in band, once you got done playing it, you had to give him the music. Because if it was like on, printed paper or
Yeah.
whatever, they had to give it back because of the copyright.
Hmm.
And like, if you have like a daycare, if you play a Disney movie, you're supposed to pay some
Yeah.
special fee to play this movie.
Well, it's because, well, I mean, because it's not like home viewing,
Yeah,
you
you're
know.
doing it in your business
Right.
because you're letting your kiddos. Yeah, I
Right.
found that out when I took a training for my daycare.
Baby girl, you are just, oh my gosh. You just want some loving tonight. Man, I am tired.
I'll be getting tired because I took my sleep aid at 8 when I took my meds.
They get your toes. They get your toes. They
They're
get them.
beans.
I get them toes.
They're
Well,
beans. They're cat
They're beans.
beans.
They're beans.
Yeah. See, even I know that. I'm not a cat owner, and I know that they're beans.
Beans or Pete's.
I've heard beans. I haven't heard Pete's.
Pete's is what a lot of them on our Facebook cat community call them. Because then you got pink ones, and then the black ones. And then there might be another color.
Daddy loves you.
He's got black and she's got the pink ones.
Big girl. Go find Daddy. Go find Daddy. Oh. Well, I was holding off on doing the Aberdeen's count or Advent when I got Cambridge Fibers, but I don't think I'm going to be able to wait because I don't know when Cambridge Fibers is going to be delivered. It was supposed to have been delivered tonight, but it ain't delivered yet.
Well, when you get it, you can just play catch up with that box.
I'm wondering if it's going to be the middle of the month before I get it.
Well, that's next week.
Yep. It would have almost
Next
been
weekend,
better.
actually.
It would have almost been better if they would have just left it in Berrien Springs and told us that's where you have to pick it up. We can't move it. Go pick it up from there. And I would have had it by now. I would have had it Saturday. Lorraine's making us hot ham and cheese.
Ooh.
Ooh, yum!
Actually, I was thinking about
Wish I
making
could have it.
I was thinking about making a grilled cheese with bacon later.
Oh, yum, yum, Craig.
You know, with some of my sourdough bread.
I love doing grilled cheese with Texas toast.
What's
Texas toast works great for.
what is that? I don't know what that is.
Texas toast, it's like 2-inch thick bread. It's like 2-inch thick bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 2 slices of bread put together.
And then
that sounds like that would make a really good French toast.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to tell you. It does.
Kevin
Because
brought
then you can
home.
even use it to cut. You can cut it up and use it to make French toast sticks.
Kevin brought home El Amigo Pepe tonight for dinner.
A what?
So El Amigo Pepe, it's a restaurant on wheels.
Okay.
It's a food vendor truck. And that's where I get those great big huge plate-sized burritos.
There's a place in Madison that has them about that big. La Bombas or something. I'm trying to talk my son to take us.
Well, when you said that, I'm like, there's a restaurant named after the alphabet?
Huh?
Elemento Pepe?
No, El Amigo.
Oh, I thought you said LMNOP.
No, El Amigo Pepe.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, my friend Pepe.
They used to have a storefront plus the food truck, but they make more money off the food truck, so they got rid of the storefront.
Less overhead.
Yeah, that's what we got a truck from. I don't remember what restaurant it is. I would have to double check. That goes all over this, pretty much most of the state. But I think he's got a couple food trucks. They used to be a brick and mortar. I don't know if they still are. But it comes to my hometown and yeah, you get a huge line, my mom said, but she says it's really good.
Oh, thanks, Lorraine. Lorraine sent me
a super chat.
No, public domain status of 76 very popular Christmas songs.
Oh, there you go.
So there. So as long as it's public domain, we won't get dinged for it.
Correct.
Hey, can you send those to us? That'd be kind of nice to know.
For a small fee, I'll send that on.
Okay.
I'm back.
Let's see.
Hello.
$1 per song. And then I will get in trouble for selling the copyright to something that's free. I don't look good in orange, especially stripes.
Well, good morning, Dorothy from Tasmania.
Craig, are you making something?
I am, but I can't show it.
You can't show it yet because it's going to
No,
be a future.
potentially. Well, I have been
Okay.
struggling like nobody's business trying to make a particular something.
Mhm.
And I have gone through so many variations and prototypes, and I've done so much frogging. I feel like Kermit. Um,
That's how I felt when I was making the one
Miss Piggy is
sweater
ready to
from
tear my
Little
throat out.
Chicken.
I've been frogging so much, and so it's just it's a whip, you know. But I did finish a prototype, but I don't want to show it.
Mhm.
Not yet. And I'm working on a variation of the prototype because I think I'm onto something, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, I took a screenshot when you were showing it.
Mhm.
I can show the picture if you want.
No,
Nope,
It's no
Russ.
it's no big deal.
no,
You can't.
No, I know it's no big deal. So can I just show it?
Russ, no.
You can't
Well,
because it is a big deal.
you're
It
saying no,
spoils
but
the.
you're saying no, but it's it's not quite a no. It's more like, well,
It's a no.
I'm not quite hearing no. It's more like, well, it's no big deal if I show it.
Can't wait for the
See
video to
how
come
much
out.
he's abusive. This is
Hmm.
I do not listen, Russ. I do not suffer from Stockholm syndrome. Okay, no.
So yeah, see, no is yes, and yes is yes.
Hmm. Because if no is yes, then yes is no. But he's
Not
already
not in
said no
Russ's
way.
world.
He's not
No,
doing it. So
Russ doesn't hear no.
I know.
So no means do more.
So do you have an actual project coming out tomorrow, Craig, or
Of
a
course I
tutorial?
do. Of course
I
I
mean, a
do.
tutorial of like a stitch.
It's not a stitch, it's a technique.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, I just had a really good thought.
I mean
I could
Russ
I could
knows it and Michael knows it, but I can't show it right now.
Hmm.
I could auction
I think I have an idea.
that picture off right now to the highest bidder. I can send it to him.
No, Russ. We'll all be over there at your house.
Well, Russ was threatening me with something, you know, the other day, and I said, "Listen, if you do that." Oh, right. He said that he was going to send me a glitter bomb. And I said, "If you send me a glitter bomb, I will drive all the way to Michigan. I will tie you up and I will make all of your yarn stash into a bonfire and make you watch."
Have fun doing that
Ooh.
because you'd have to spend at least probably a week there.
That's one hell of a blaze.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah, but I don't
Michigan
want to
would not
see
be
it.
cold for the rest of the winter. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
Craig, what you could do instead of
mm.
lighting it on fire, just start giving it away.
Kitty's
Well,
like, Russ, I just spent the last of the bail money. Come on.
if we had a bonfire to burn my yarn, you would think that the sun was in my backyard.
Exactly.
Mm.
I
No,
don't
we would
think
have
insurance
to
would cover that.
actually sell it off, give it away. That would hurt him more, I think, than burning it.
No, he
Or
likes
maybe
to give
both would.
yarn away, so
Right.
sell it. Sell it.
Yeah, sell it. It's all the
Mm.
stuff that, yeah.
All I can say is pray I don't get loose.
Well, Russ, I'm not going to say what you said in return when I said that I would tie you up and burn your yarn. If you want to say it, you can say it. No.
Michael's already laughing because he already.
Because I already know.
Mm.
Yeah, so I just sort of like did one of those like, you know, online are sort of like, oh, no, no, no. But, you know, I respect your channel, Russ, more than you respect me, so I'm not going to say it.
Ooh.
Oh, I respect you as much as well. Yeah, we'll just keep that clean today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now
What's
he
the
wants to keep
change?
it clean just for today.
Yeah, what brought about the change?
It's not midnight. We have to wait till midnight because then it becomes Russ's after midnight.
Oh boy.
Then the kitties are in bed, like as
And I'll be in
Panda
bed.
said.
It's the adult night in. Because after midnight, it's all in.
Oh.
There ain't no coming back from that baby.
8.
Once that egg gets cracked, there ain't no putting that Humpty Dumpty back together.
Oh my gosh.
That's a scrambled egg at best.
I will say this though, that the project that I'm currently working on, it requires a lot of stitch markers. Technically only 6, but I'm using a lot of stitch markers.
Good
All right,
night, Christy. Have a
have
good night.
Have a good day at work. Night, whatever. Hi, Daigo. Night, Pammy.
Good night, Pam.
Night.
Yeah, babe.
Sherry going bye-bye too.
See, you're scaring him off, Russ.
Oh no, we're saying hi to Sherry. I'm sorry.
I thought you said good night,
Oh, Kindle said it. Kindle says it turns into Russ's red light live.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
Oh,
Daigo says hi, Fiber Spider.
Hi.
When the red light's on, bring your coupons.
I just imagine like in the corner of the room there's a pole. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hello, Daigo.
Is it Diego?
Daigo. I do my best.
Because if it's yeah. I'm just because I think Diego is Diego in Spanish. If he's
This is Digo.
Daigo.
oh okay. I can't see it. That's why I was asking.
I can't see, and it's on a 12.9 inch screen.
I've got my small phone on.
I use my cell phone for everything. I have no frills.
Scott,
I have my computer that I should be using it on, but
I don't think the VCRs are making a comeback. We were just talking about how many
old videos,
VHS videos everyone still has.
Turtle, that tutorial comes out next Friday.
The Christmas blanket? It's so pretty.
It's the
yeah.
It's with an unnamed stitch that I named a jigsaw stitch because it kind of like when you just do the stitch, it looks like puzzle pieces. And I've been struggling on a name, and one of my subscribers sent me an email with the name suggestion, and it fits perfectly. Enigma.
There you go,
Deborah. Craig, there's a message on the screen for you.
Oh, thank you, Cherie. Thank you. Actually, that bunny is on a little bench in my living room. My mom was like, "Oh my God, he's so cute!" And so he has a place of honor in our living room. He's sitting there right now.
Oh,
yeah, he's so cute. And you know what? I give you ample amounts of credit because I have never. Correction, I have knitted a stuffed animal. I did one once. And actually, he's right here.
I was gonna say, is that Peter? Oh no.
His name is Mr. Dibbs, and he's seen some better days. But this is Mr. Dibbs. Knitting in the round with DPNs is a nightmare for me. That's why I typically don't do it. But this little guy, he was an early attempt.
Adorable.
So I give you ample amounts of credit for knitting a stuffed animal because I can only imagine how much work went into that. So he does get a place of honor in my home.
Thank you, Gail.
Greg, didn't you do Peter Rabbit?
I did the audio narration of it.
No, but I thought there's a rabbit or something on your channel.
That was crocheted. Yeah, it was a little crocheted bunny. Actually, I've done a couple of bunnies, but
it looked because I thought he had like the blue That's why I was thinking Peter Rabbit.
he is. Well, he's wearing a
He's cute
cardigan.
though.
Thank you. He is wearing a cardigan, and I did a full pattern of not just the bunny, but also how to do the cardigan as well. There's the video, and then there's also the Etsy PDF file pattern thing as well.
I think it was multiple videos
But yeah, it was. It was a
because you
playlist.
had because of
There's
how
a
big the project was.
there was a lot to do on that guy.
Mm.
You know
And
that was.
I have the original.
Yep. Of course you do.
I do.
Of course you do.
Yeah, because Russ talks you out of a lot of what you make.
Actually, I bought this one because Craig was actually going to put it up for sale, and I asked him how much he was going to put it up for, and I didn't want a special price. It's just whatever you were going to put it on Etsy for, just tell me, and that's what I'll pay. So that's what I did. Because even though he's my best friend, I still don't want to take advantage of it.
Thank you, Gail.
At least not like that.
It's not midnight yet, mister.
It's midnight somewhere.
Well, I know he probably said he wanted another blanket this year.
He doesn't have to say it. He has psionic.
No, because he sends you the yarn to make it.
Well, no, that yarn is going to a different project. No, Russ's present is already done, and he will be getting it. And I am dreading what the shipping is going to be.
So what's his name? What's his
Juan
name?
Cortez.
Enrique. You know,
Good
Brutus,
night, VJ.
Brutus comes next month.
Oh goodness.
He'll be showing up in a U-Haul. But yeah, Russ's present, it's all good to go. It's ready. But yeah, that's going to be a pretty penny. Well, the thing is, I did a while back, but trying to sell blankets on Etsy is a nightmare because there's so much shipping involved, and I don't do free shipping because I can't take that much of a cut. My prices are already reasonable, so I don't do free shipping, you know, and shipping has gone way up since I
especially
started.
the holidays, especially
Shipping has
right now.
gone up, and so I don't do anything heavier than a shawl right now. You know, like I have I think some scarves and hats up right now, but I mean my biggest seller, those are the patterns, and those are the easiest because it's all automatic. But the idea of me trying to sell blankets on Etsy, the likelihood of people being willing to spend that much on shipping, you know, I have no delusions about it, you know, so I would rather gift them either, you know, to people that I know online or to, you know, people locally. You know, I'd rather do it that way.
Yeah, I have a website, and we're going to end up doing away with Etsy as soon as I can figure out the payment aspect of the website, or who I want to use for my payment processing. Because I would just want to move everything to my own website. Get it. The Etsy stuff is just. I don't. Neither one of us, me and Panda, or neither one of us are feeling it. Same with Ravelry. We'll just put it all in one place where we can control it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I never did Ravelry because I didn't want to spread myself out, you know, too thin or anything. I'm like, I'll just have everything in the one location, one-stop shopping. I mean, they do take a lot of fees and you know, that sort of thing, which is, to me, it's annoying. But I love the automated aspect of, like, when I do the patterns, it's very convenient that way.
Joy, the problems with the Etsy for a lot of us is the fees. It's, you know, if you have a pattern that's going to sit there for a month between sales or whatever, you still got to pay to repost it.
Well, the reposting isn't that much.
It's not,
you know.
Yeah.
You know, it really. It's really not that much, but I understand what you mean. It's just it's like why take a nibble out of something like that?
Yeah, and then their fees, and if I can just cut all that out, granted, everybody's under the impression, crochet YouTubers make a lot. No,
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 you want to
no.
make a lot, you got to get into the gaming niche, and that's a fight just to climb.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing my video game channel for a long time, and like I think I've been doing it for like 6, 7 years, and I have maybe 1,700 subscribers. It's like if you don't have a mouth like a truck driver with Tourette's, then you're going to be overlooked, you know? Like if you're not
Yeah,
completely crass on every which way and level, then you're no PewDiePie.
and then you got to stay up to date with the new games, so
Which I
you're,
don't.
and like especially if you're a PC user, you're constantly having to upgrade your PC
Hmm.
because of the games, and then you got to hope you break in. And once you get that foothold, then it's, yeah, you can make money and everything, but they're the ones who really make the bulk of a lot of the money on YouTube. That and kids content.
Um,
I know on
right.
Facebook on our pages, like my the cat page for these two, I'm making money on, but like last month and this month, it was only $1 something each. There was one month it was like around $10 or something, but they don't pay you unless you get at least $5.
Hmm.
So it's like YouTube. You have to have. I had to have 1,500 subscribers, and then this
Who's
happened to be
screaming?
right before my transplant.
Who
Who's
do you
screaming in the background?
who do you think?
Is that Panda?
Yes.
Oh, I'm like, I
He's
hear
screaming at
yelling.
his
I'm like,
game,
who's
probably, right?
He's pl-
who's
but
freaking out?
he's playing the game with his brother.
Okay. I'm like, is everything okay?
Cherie, the raffle will be coming soon. Uh, right now, we're waiting on. So we know when the raffle is going to take place, but we don't know where. And when we get the license, we have to put where the raffle is going to take place. So
Uh
once we get the place nailed down, then we can apply for the license, and then we will be selling tickets. So I'm guessing sometime in January. I'm hoping. So that's that's all the news that I have for that right now. But once the raffle gets up and going, I'll be gifting raffle tickets.
oh. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Right, Zoila? Yeah, he like he said, "Sorry, you can hear me." LOL. I got
No,
shot in the
it's
face
totally
just
okay.
now.
I was like, please tell me he didn't have like an accident with the garbage disposal.
Isn't it playing some game called like Lethal Company? I think that's what it's
Oh,
called.
I know. Yeah, you're in like a yellow hazmat suit, and yeah, I know of that one. I saw him play that a while back.
Yeah.
It's like as long as he's okay. See, that's the thing. Whenever I do any video game filming, uh, it has to be during like waking hours because I get very animated. If I'm doing tutorials, that's different. It's like, okay, I've got my little Bob Ross voice going on. Um, um,
I don't
oh,
think there's
turtle.
anybody out there that doesn't get animated when they're playing a video game and they're losing.
Well,
Yeah.
I equate me playing video games. I equate it to envision like a Muppet set on fire. I'm like, I get like all freaked out. I'm like, I'm getting like chased by zombies and dragons and all sorts of craziness. And so yeah, I get animated. Um, I mean, right now I'm currently playing Dragon Quest Builders, and it's very wholesome and cutesy. You know, it's sort of like Minecraft but with a plot. Um,
Mm.
and I know Panda's he watches. He leaves a lot of really sweet comments because he's a sweetheart.
He
Um,
he makes it religious to watch
oh,
your game stuff. He comes in every day and looks.
well, every day at
Um,
noon I always post. You know, that one I do videos every day because it's pretty easy to create content for that. It's just like 45 minutes to a half an hour. You know, I can do that. You know, I don't have to like make a whole project and all that stuff. Do you get so animated that you could drown out Markiplier's screaming? I don't think so because Markiplier, when he gets ragey, like he plays certain games where he gets like very, very, very animated. You know, he makes me look tame. I used to watch him quite a bit, actually. There is a really great game YouTuber. His channel name is Madmorph, Madmorph. Oh, Bernice, I'm glad you like. Um, so Mad Morph, he's got the most lovely English accent, and he does more of the cozy type games. And
mm,
he also does audiobook narrations as well, designed to like go to sleep to. Um, he's got some very cute content, you know. He doesn't do really like horror games or anything like that. I like a balance, you know, some gore, some cutesy, some bloodletting, some adorable. I
yeah,
like balance.
I
I'm not in any particular niche.
yeah. I haven't played a video game since. Let me go to his channel because that's the last time we played. I played one. I was played with him on his channel
Turtle, the answer to your question is yes.
2 months ago. Was the last time I played a video game.
It's
Well,
too
I'm gonna
long.
say goodnight, everybody, because I gotta put the cats to bed and
Good night,
head in
Good
the
Jen.
night.
bed
And
Good
myself,
seeing
so
you.
good night,
my
Kevin.
nighttime meds will kick in.
Good night, Jen.
Yeah,
Good
see
night, Jen.
everybody next
Good
time I keep
night.
me on.
Thanks for coming, Jen.
Yep. I couldn't miss it when I saw you were on early enough, Russ.
Well, you can thank Craig for that.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I said
Craig.
it has to be on like, during like, waking hours.
Hmm.
I'm
Well, you
always
have
on
a
during
Waking
fabulous.
waking
hours.
hours.
Who's waking hours? Because you're up until
Well,
Yeah.
6 or 7.
not my waking hours, other people's waking hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do my lives during waking hours.
It just depends on which hemisphere you belong to.
Right?
Um, just put the volume up as loud as you can go, and then add the bullhorn right next to the bedroom door, and you're good.
Mhm. And then in comes Joan. Yeah, real good. Yeah.
Well, just tell her to grab a mimosa and join the party.
Oh my goodness.
He wants me to get hurt. That's what it is. He must really be suffering in there. It sounds like somebody died. Somebody had a horrible fate,
this
worse than death.
this mic is like so sensitive, and I don't know how to I don't know how to turn down the sensitivity, but then again, I don't want to turn down the sensitivity and screw everything up.
Right. No, trust me, you're fine. He's fine. We understand the context. It's not like, you have a sweatshop full of little protesters that are like saying, "Let us out." Ah! You know, he's playing a video game. It's all good.
Oh, Turtle was asking, do you guys benefit more when we let the commercials play all the way through? I've been letting them run unless they're the super long ones that are practically a show in itself.
I think that there's a cutoff as far as its effectiveness. I've heard something to that effect. I don't know. I mean, I know that if you skip it, then YouTubers get absolutely nothing, from what I understand, if you hit skip. like right out of the gate.
if
Mhm.
Yes,
there's
Russ.
if there's two commercials,
Hmm.
you have to let the first one play all the way through, and you have to let the second one, if it's a kind of like a long one, you have to let it play for 30 seconds. So you have to watch the first one all the way through, and the second one at least 30 seconds, and then you'll get paid for both. But
That's nice.
if you cut out the, like you were saying, if you skip the first commercial, then you lose revenue on both.
All right. Good night, Leslie. See, the whole revenue thing, I don't know diddly squat about.
Well, I mean, I have YouTube Premium, so I mean, I never see ads. But the thing is, if you have YouTube Premium and you watch somebody's video, they automatically get some sort of credit out of that. Um,
Yeah.
but as far as like percentages and amounts of time and so forth, I'm pretty ignorant about that. I mean, I do know that if everybody just skips the ads, then I don't make any revenue. So I totally appreciate it when people do that, because my personal thing is I only put the ads at the beginning and at the end. I never put them in the middle because to me that totally interrupts the flow of what I'm trying to teach or what have you. Um, and I think that some of my older videos like automatically like reverted to that, which I couldn't go through hundreds of videos. I mean that that would just drive me crazy because you would have
Yeah.
to do it manually. Um, oh, so glad you're enjoying the Bruges. Very cool. Yeah, the Bruges lace is really fun, Lene. Um, so yeah, I only do one at the beginning and one at the end. I don't do them in the middle. And also, like, I could manually put them throughout the video. I'm not going to do that. You could also have the setting on where it's a non-skippable ad. To me, that's like holding your audience hostage.
Yes.
And I think that that's rude. So I don't do that either. I just go based on, hoping that, me being good to my viewers, they'll be good back to me. That's my mindset, you know. It's like I'm providing free content, so please watch the ads.
Yeah. Well, I'm still like don't understand like that whole ad placement when we get to check when we do that because I'm still trying to figure out other stuff, which I think I've kind of figured out some things because my growth. I think I figured that out, but I'm still trying to figure out like titles and titles that make draw people in, uh, thumbnails that still draw people in, and I'm like, okay, I can't add more onto my plate to try to figure out.
I try to keep it simple, you know. Um, as far as the thumbnails, like I don't do, in my opinion, I do not do clickbait type stuff. Like
Oh no 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 yeah.
if I see one more thumbnail with somebody going like this,
Or doing
like
this.
the most epically amazing dramatic, like I'll like smile and I'll hold up a box, but I'm not like trying to like feign surprise and shock and like an oh my god kind of thing,
Yeah.
with huge yellow lettering across. I've seen so many videos where it's like yellow lettering and shocked expressions and extreme adjectives and what's the word I'm looking for, hyperbolic statements. Like, no, just chill. People can read through the lines.
Well, like I did that twice. And both of those videos did go off, but then I'm like looking at it at myself and I'm like, that's not what I want. I don't want to be one of those trendy following the trend type channels. I just want to do my own
Exactly.
thing. Why did I do that?
Well,
And
see,
I
that's the
haven't
thing.
done it
I mean,
since.
if you do it like once or twice, it's like, okay, I totally understand that. But it's like if you make a career out of that, it's like, oh, you've become a walking caricature.
Yes.
You've become a meme. Don't become a meme.
Feigning shock and awe about
Hmm.
a yarn that's been out for 3 months.
Well, like there's a YouTuber who I will not throw under the bus. but I absolutely loved watching this YouTuber. They're not in the Yarny community, but still, I'm not going to throw the name under the bus. And
Yeah.
I would watch this YouTuber religiously because I thought, oh my God, they're so creative. They're a lot of fun. They're informative. I'm like, this I really like. And they would constantly slam other content creators for clickbait and that sort of thing. And over time, that's exactly what that channel became with the over
Clickbait.
exaggerated expressions and the clickbait thumbnails. And I'm like, so that's what it's like to sell out,
Yeah.
you know?
And
And it's like they forget their roots.
exactly, and that's after I did that with the last one I did, I was like, wait, this is
Oh,
not
thank you, Mandy, for appreciating what we do. Thank you. I let the content speak for itself. I don't need to like get on a soapbox and scream real
well,
loud.
yeah. And after talking with you, about all this stuff, because I've learned a lot from you, and it's one of those that, okay, that's not what I want to be. Yeah, okay, out like the infinity scarf that came out today. The infinity scarf is the centerpiece, but I did change up the background. It's a little rainbowy. Whatever. You know, yes, I want eyes to see it, but
Mhm.
I'm not, you know, I did use the yellow text. I was told by another YouTuber, hey, try yellow text. That for something about yellow text draws the people's eyes in. I don't know.
Mhm.
And it does work. Yellow
Right.
text really does work. But do I want to use yellow text no, I don't.
Yeah, there are a couple of news channels that I used to watch. And every single video was huge, bold, yellow text all over it. I'm like, you can't tell one video from the next.
Yeah. And what I ended up,
Michael, should you perhaps introduce Tony to some Valium? Does he need some medicational help? Is he going to be okay?
I think he was getting attacked by a monster. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's understandable. I'm just like, he sounds like he's in serious pain.
Oh
Poor
my
dear.
goodness.
Poor
Uh,
lamb.
but I've started where when you do a stitch tutorial, it's always hard to sit there and come up with a thumbnail
Yeah.
all every time. So I came up with a template that I like, that I could just change the actual background, which is the stitch,
Hmm.
and use the same everything else, but just change the stitch out. I was like, that's what I'm going to go to. It's simple. It's easy. I'm not trying to catch people's attention. I'm not trying to be clickbait. I was like, this is what I'm going to. It's simple. It's
Hmm.
perfect.
Because, like I said, after a while, your viewers, you know, they'll catch on. Our viewers are
Yeah.
not stupid.
Oh
And
no.
if a content creator tries to take advantage too many times, it's like the boy who cried wolf. It's like eventually, yeah, people catch on, and then you end up losing more than you could have possibly gained.
Yeah. And it's just like you, me, you know, we're tutorial channels, and you got more entertainment up there with your book reading and and then Russ really, I find I don't classify Russ as like a talk show or whatnot, because he's very informative when it comes to you know the yarns,
Hmm.
and that's what I like about Russ's. But you got some people that I'm not going to talk bad about nobody, but it's just everybody's content is different.
Of course.
And then our community, yeah, we share the same amount of community throughout, but they expect a certain style from each one of us differently.
Well, we are facets of the same gem.
Yeah.
Our community is like one big stone, and I've got a different facet, and Russ is his own gleaming facet, and you are your facet. We're all in there. We're just different viewpoints and different uh perspectives,
Yeah.
in the same community.
Good night.
Night, Kevin.
Night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
See you
6.
when you wake up.
Yeah, he'll get up like at 7:30. If I'm still alive at 7:30, we have issues.
We were almost there.
Oh, poor dear.
Yeah, but I didn't. In all honesty, though, I didn't come on till like what 2?
Yeah, it was
Maybe
pretty
2.
late. So I remember getting that at the text. Are you awake? Well, yes, I am awake.
Well, because I was dying. It was. It's always best if you have at least one other person on panel because then you got that back and forth, and when you have that awkward where you're trying to think of something to say or do, it's just not.
Yeah,
You can't hear the crickets because there's always something going on.
yeah.
It's just always nice to have that extra person.
It is nice, just and then last night, it was just a really nice, calm live. The night before, I don't think any of us could breathe.
Somebody fell into the chuckle patch.
Oh,
Um,
it was
I
yeah,
had my red light special on.
red light and blue light. Oh.
I
This
was always good at red light, green
good
light,
way
one,
to
two,
unwind.
three.
Carson says this channel is relaxing, good way to unwind.
Yeah, it's good vibes. Leave the bad ones at the door.
And then you always have great guests. You know,
Well,
great
of
panel.
course, Michael, you're here, so yeah.
Shoot.
I I
I like. I don't know. People. I don't know. But like, Craig is great. Spring is great. Jen, Matt. You just always have great people.
I try.
I will argue the point. I am just me.
That's what I always say too.
Yeah.
I'm just me. I'm nobody.
Well, it was really cute. I don't know if I iterated this anecdote already, but at work, this new girl started, and we were kibitzing, and she was talking about crochet, and I'm like, oh, I crochet, and she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I have a channel if you're interested. I got some tutorials. Check it out. And so I wrote it down on post it and gave it to her. Next time I saw her, she's like, you didn't tell me that you were famous. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm like, slow your roll. I'm like, thank you, but no, trust me, there are far bigger fish than I. Um, and it was flattering and it was really cute, but I always have to like sort of stop them at the gate. I'm like, breathe. I'm a human spider. I like chill. It's okay.
I had my first taste of that, which I
It's
thought would
it's
be weird because as small as I was or am, and it was there's a I don't know if y'all have them there. It's a pizza place called Papa Murphy's. It's a take home and bake pizza
We
place,
used we
okay.
used to have a Papa Murphy's and I loved it.
and it I went in there to go get a pizza because they had like $10 pizza on Tuesdays, and their pizzas are really good. And I walked in there, and there was a whole line of people. They ordered. Then I'm at the end, and then I placed my order, and the girl's like, she looks up, she goes, "Your voice sounds familiar," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." I didn't really. Wasn't playing anything off. I really just, oh, I don't know. And she goes, "Do you do YouTube?" I'm like, "Yes."
It's like, should I say yes?
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, "You're Michael MDL." I'm like, "Yes, that's me." I follow your channel since day one, and I didn't know you lived here.
Oh, that's nice.
And next thing, literally 12 people ahead of me, I get my order before they do,
Wow.
and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is weird."
Yeah, I understand. You
That
know,
and celebrity status.
it 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 it's a double-edged sword. You know, sometimes it can work to your favor, sometimes not so much. You know, usually it's all cool and chill and everything like that, but sometimes it's just sort of like, ah, I just wanted Chinese food, you know.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, I 2,500 subscribers at the time, and I'm like, how does one of the 2,500 in all the world live here?
No, it happens. I mean, it happened to me one night, speaking of Chinese, but actually it was a very, very pleasant experience. Uh, I was sitting down with a friend of mine. We were having Chinese, and then I noticed that there was a couple at another table, and they were like staring at me. And then finally, the gentleman gets up, and he's like, "Excuse me, are you Fiber Spider?" And I said, "Yes." And he's like, "Can my wife come over and say hi?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay." And the poor wait staff, like they had no idea what was going on.
Like, who is this fool?
You know, like what is going on here? Because then the two of them, they were standing at our table for like 15, 20 minutes, you know. And then after we were all done eating, then we were kibitzing for like another 15, 20 minutes or so. And then like sometime later they invited me over for dinner, and it was very nice. It was very wholesome. It was very nice. It was just so unexpected because this happened years ago. Um, and I was just sort of like, I was like the deer in the headlights. I was like, oh, ooh. But it was nice. But you know, sometimes it's just sort of like, okay, wait a minute. They know me, but in a good way or in a not good way. You know, should I have
Yeah.
worn my bulletproof vest today? You know, like you never know. These days are crazy. You never know.
That's true, you know.
You know, I mean, I like to think that I leave a decent impression, but you can't assume anything, you know?
Oh no. I mean, like, I just don't know. It just felt weird, but it was like weird on different levels. Weird as, oh my gosh, I got recognized, or and weird, oh my gosh, somebody who follows me lives where I live. It's just
Well, it's sort of like running into your school principal when you're out, and like, yeah, they get out and about too. You know, they have to eat,
yeah,
you know. Same thing with us, we're humans, you know.
I'm too small yet to have that happen.
You are not too small for that to happen.
yeah. It happened to me, so it can happen to you.
Well, actually, Carmen,
But then
um,
again, your sleeping schedule is what makes it not happen.
Mm.
and
There's,
I don't get out much.
I don't like going
Well,
out.
neither
There's
do I.
too many people.
Well, it's just like you said, my schedule. So I get out of work at um, between 6 and 7 in the morning. I'm an hour drive home, so
Yeah.
I don't stop anywhere on the way home. I come home, I do what I got to do, I go to bed, I get up, I do what I got to do, then I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really go anywhere. And then
Yeah.
on my days off, I still keep my sleep schedule the same. So by the time I
Tell
get up,
Tony he needs to watch his mouth.
so when Kevin comes home on the weekends after doing what he's got to do, it's nighttime and don't go anywhere. So I've not really gave myself the opportunity for someone to see me. Although that Carmen is only 40 minutes away, um, we actually did meet, and I actually we're talking about going yarn shopping.
That sounds
Oh,
like fun.
I know I would fangirl if I bumped into you at Hirschner's, Russ. I'd need an autograph. Mm, sign my mooters.
Mooters?
What's a
What are
mooter?
mooters?
Oh, he's smiling, so I get it.
Man.
Oh. I call them something else. I've never heard of mooters before. Never heard of that before. That's a new one.
Oh, Heidi is in here. Hello, Heidi.
Oh, she is.
Hello.
You could have come up, Heidi. Rob could have come up too. I don't send out invites anymore. I just let people know I'm going live.
Well, unfortunately, I have to skedads because I still have to make up something for dinner, and then I have to sort of get myself into the the proper mindset for trying to sleep. But Russ, I want to thank you so much for having me on and accommodating me in my schedule. I appreciate it. Michael,
You are
good seeing
welcome.
you again.
Same
And
here.
as always. And I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your evening. And thank you. And everybody out there, stay safe and stay yarny. And of course, stay caffeinated. Although that's why I've been drinking water for the past couple of hours because, like, no, I need to like tone myself down, not amp myself up. But thank you, Russ.
You are welcome. Send me are you doing filming tonight?
No, I'm good to go for tomorrow. That's what I was doing last night. So my tutorial's all set and ready to go for tomorrow. So no, it's just I'm going to be making some dinner, probably doing a little bit of reading, and then conk out.
Oh, that's right, because early shift tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Otherwise, I would
Okay.
still be on. But
All right.
thank you. All right. You guys have a great night.
All right, you too.
Good night.
Bye.
Yay.
And now there was two. I forgot about Heidi's dog having puppies. Kevin just
Oh. Also, Kevin's sitting there watching while he should be sleeping.
well, he is upstairs. He is upstairs. Um, he always reads for a little bit. Russ beat me to it.
Because he said, and then there were two. She said she can come up.
All right, let's see if I can get this. Nope, it ain't. So, okay, let's see. Come on. Why are you not?
Hello, Emily and Fran.
Up there. Aw. Did that? Okay, there it goes. There's the link, Heidi. I was having trouble getting it up there. Nothing from the peanut gallery. The nuts aren't salted. Don't salt the nuts.
Oh, hi, Frizzy.
Hello, Frizz. Oh, up there she is.
Ooh, that's quick.
And there she is.
Hey,
Hello,
gal.
guys.
Well, hello, hello. How's the puppies?
Oh my goodness, they are doing awesome. She started at 3 o'clock and or at 3:30. Well, she started labor last night, but she had the first one at, you figure out how to flip this around. Where's the flip around button? Oh, goodness gracious. I can't figure out how to move it around. I'll just turn her around here. But she started for having the first one truly at 3:30. Can you see them?
Let's see. Oh,
Oh.
and had the last one at 8:30. So she had 8 of them.
Wow.
Oh
Yep.
goodness.
They're for sale.
Oh, look
Busy
at
mama.
that. Look how cute.
Oh, adorables.
Killed the one.
Now, what kind of puppies?
Miniature Australian Shepherd.
Oh, wow.
Yep. She had 3 boys and 5 girls. One of them's already spoken for, has a home.
That's awesome.
Yep. They're purebreds.
Oh, nice.
Are you
Yep.
selling them?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yep. We're only looking for 600 each.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll have papers.
Yeah,
They'll be
600.
ready at the end of January. And Rob City does deliver. Hint, hint.
Right.
Does he deliver yarn?
Yep. Yep.
I'm sure yarn will come with it.
Mm.
Every new puppy comes with a skein of yarn.
Did you hear that?
Oh, I want a box. I
Oh,
want
he
a
wants a
of
box.
yarn.
Yeah, they're fun to have. She had the Australian Shepherds come in 4 different colors, and she had 4 blue merles, which look like mommy. She had 2 black ones that look like daddy. And then she had a red one and then a red merle.
Oh, wow.
8 puppies.
Goodness.
Yep. So my house will be noisy for the next 2 months.
I'll have enough money to buy my truck.
I was like, I'll have enough money to get a truck.
Woohoo! Carmen wants to know, do you guys deliver to Indiana?
To Indiana, we will be going through Indiana on our way to Oklahoma because one of them is going down to Shell.
There you go, Carmen, if you want one.
How's Shell doing? I haven't seen her in a while.
She's
She's
busy.
doing good. She's very busy. She's
Yep.
doing 2 jobs.
Oh goodness.
Yep. Yeah, well, she's got the one where she's working at a hotel night shift, and then she's manager of her apartment complex too.
Oh wow.
Now, the last I knew, she was still doing maintenance as well at the
Yeah,
apartment.
the maintenance, the manager and maintenance. Yep.
Yeah,
All of it.
because she was the maintenance, and then something happened with the manager, and then they gave her the manager's job.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, are they going to find somebody for the maintenance too?
Nope, she's doing it all.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness
And
gracious.
she's trying to get all the units up to
Par.
Occupancy. The owners are trying to sell the place too, so
Uh-oh.
so
Hey.
she's getting it all.
I think we should talk Michelle into buying the place.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I bet you they would do it on land contract.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because then she could use the rent to pay the pay the mortgage.
And what is there, like four units in each building? I think. I don't remember. I think there is. And there's 3 or 4 buildings. So.
Oh, there she is.
Shell, you never know until you ask. Ask them if they would sell it to you on land contract. Because if you don't pay for it, the property's still theirs, and then they can sell it to whoever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's 8 buildings, 4 units.
Okay, well,
4 units
that's
per building, 8 buildings. That's 32 units.
yep.
You start thinking, Shell. Start thinking.
You
It
could buy
never
some
hurt.
really nice yarn with that.
It never hurts to ask. The most they can say is no.
Right. You don't know unless you ask.
Hi, Cindy. Thank you.
Have to go. My yarn crafting friends. All right, Lene. Have a good weekend. Welcome in. Thank you for dropping the thummies. Yes, I really appreciate the thummies. Yeah, it keeps kicking me out.
What does?
Oh, YouTube.
I've been having issues and issues with YouTube. No notifications on anybody when they go live. I get video notifications. Like after we ended the live last night, then I got the notification that it went to video, but not that you were live.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get some of the notifications for people, but I've also been having a problem with the live chat when I'm watching people. It'll like stop giving comments. It like freezes up. So I have
That
to leave the live chat and come back.
that and it also affects over here on this in StreamYard too. So I've been noticing that kind of affecting, and it's just I don't know. Maybe they're doing something. I mean, YouTube's always doing something.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's like they randomly just pick and choose who they're not going to let chat for 24 hours. You like there was a was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? I could chat right in all the lives on my PC, but nobody could see me.
Hmm.
I chat, go to that same live on my phone, chat, you could see me. It was just weird.
Hmm.
So there's always something strange in the YouTube neighborhood.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my back is killing me from sitting on the floor all day.
I bet.
Bet. Good
It
night,
hurts.
Shell.
Not to mention, I had only 3 hours of sleep last night and then a 2-hour nap this morning.
Oh my, yeah, for the pups.
Yep.
Did she have an eighth one yet?
Yeah, the 8th one. Yeah, she had it. You were down here. My son is spacing out.
When I
Oh
was down here,
goodness.
she had 7.
She's got 8. That one, that last one. Yeah.
Oh, he was cleaning bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we almost lost one of them.
Yeah.
The last
The
one.
I named Cleaning Bear.
But otherwise, they're all doing good.
Where are you gonna go?
That is
I'm on a
really
live with Russ
awesome.
and Michael.
Yeah,
You should
my
tell them how the 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 last one like how to spell it.
Oh.
yeah, for some reason my iPad won't stay charged.
And this is a new one, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
It's
so we
been
dying?
plugged. I was at 100% when we started and I had it plugged in the entire time. and we're down to 19%.
Oh,
Under her arm.
and this is what you're broadcasting from too, huh?
This
Yep.
side.
Oh, well, it
It
looks like
almost it'd almost be better to broadcast with my phone and just
He's okay.
watch, because StreamYard uses so much power.
yes, it really
StreamYard
does.
just drains your battery. I mean, just drains it.
Yeah, it does. That's why I'm glad I go from the PC. But I've only done it twice on my phone with StreamYard, and I just saw how quick my phone was just going.
This little guy looks like Daddy.
Oh, adorables.
Oh,
Thank
let me make you
you.
big, Heidi. Aw, look how sweet. That one's got Carmen's name on it.
All right, Ellen the Crafty Crochet. Have a good night.
They're so cute. Here.
But if you need to end it, I understand 19% because I think it's just going to keep going down. It's something about how it opens, technically, like in the background. StreamYard opens your camera app, and so does, of course, the iOS. So it's like double opened in the background, and it drives just, oh my gosh.
I mean, the battery held out for a while. I mean, almost 3 hours.
Yeah, but we've gone a lot longer on that than that
Oh yeah,
on that battery.
I used to do like 5 hours without it being plugged in. But now I have to have it plugged in order to get any kind of longevity. But I'm just trying to make it last as long as possible. They're like
That's yours.
they're like $3,000.
Yes.
Bringing your photo.
I was looking at one because I was thinking, I could get an iPad, and I want to kind of for another reason, just to mount so I could have when I'm doing my instructions. I have, instead of twisting over my top, I can already have it typed out and displayed there for me. And then I saw prices, and I'm like, no. Looks like
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting tongue tied.
Yeah, to get the latest model, all the up to date versions, it's $2,700 for an iPad.
And that's probably just the non SIM card one too, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it has a 2 terabyte hard drive.
See, I didn't know they made them the terabytes the hard drives that small to where they can get them that much information onto it now.
Yeah,
Man, you'd be surprised.
it's nuts. But
Good night, Penny.
I don't know. Eventually, I'm going to have to replace it because it's old. I mean, I think I've had this since 2015.
Oh, surprised the batteries held out this long.
Oh, so mine.
Yeah,
Goodness,
because I had it.
you're coming up on 10 years.
Yep.
I know I had it before I had my stroke, and I had my stroke in 2016.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So it's either 2014, 2015 I had this.
Mm.
And we actually got it when we got new phones at the time, because the iPad has its own phone line.
Yeah.
So that way I have service without being on Wi-Fi.
Well, and you would not even like looking at your camera, you wouldn't expect that's almost a 10-year-old camera picture coming across. You know what I mean? That's pretty crisp and clear.
I mean, other than the battery dying, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as Lorraine said, Christmas present.
Considering for maintenance every once in a while.
Maybe I'll try and make it last till next Christmas. But I'm going to have to sign off because I'm down to 17%.
Yes, we're gonna have to.
So, Heidi, thanks for coming up. Even though it
You're
was for a
welcome.
short bit, I appreciate that.
All good.
Michael, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. And of
Thank you.
course, everybody that showed up, gave me thumbs up. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank everybody that showed up on both sides, and Heidi and
Mhm.
and Craig, and thank you for having us all here.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure.
Everyone. Yep. Everyone have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Oh, my
Yeah.
nose.